Okay, how's that? Oh, good. That looks like it's working. So, when last we were all together, let's see, we finished off the drows up there. So you basically saved unknowingly the drow group that was there. You met a drow princess who was in town trying to broker some sort of deal. They were all wrapped up because they were trying to keep out of the sun. You ran up into the household, got your goods, things of worth, and then went back into town and were dropping them off. Does anybody, without me having to go back and look, does anybody remember about what time of day all this was? I think we discussed it.
Oh no, this
Evening.
is middle of the night. Remember?
That's right. All right, I forgot the second adventure, which was then you got the information, went off to Rosnar's place, dealt with Rosnar's quote unquote daughter, and then we're going to, I guess let's just say you did that between adventures, which you were going to talk to Eleander, or at least somebody. Where were you going to try to find him? Because he's going to be down with the whole city thing.
Easy. Go to the
How?
militia headquarters and be like, hey, this is what happened. Let Iliander
Okay,
know.
okay, perfect. So you guys go over to Whole Tower, which is that tower that you visited in one of your first days here, where the poison guard was out front of.
Hey, are we supposed to have a black map?
Oh, I can switch this. Let's see, which one are we actually on? We're on a landing page. Why is that black? What game world are you in, out of curiosity? You're in the Heroes, right?
I think that's the only one left.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. Dynamic lighting on that.
Weird. Yeah, I see the landing page with no problems.
Update with token drop.
I popped on last night too, real quick, to check out my character sheet, and it was black then too.
What if you drag your character token onto it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go check to see if his token actually has his name on it. Object.
Yeah, I'm black as well.
I just saw Rakir's move,
Oh, yes. I'm good.
and that's a really old token. That's probably PCs. Orden.
There we go.
Okay, so that's it. What I had to do. Anybody else not seeing anything?
Me, Mal.
And
Ta-da!
yeah, it's an old token set to an old character sheet that's on the screen.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
that's- Oh, it might help if I was. There we go.
Looks like
Oh,
he's
yours
been
is.
drinking from the bottle.
Yeah, his is dressed out of a little. He got little edges to yours. I never noticed that till I made it this big. The Orden's is in a sort of like a 20-sided die shape.
Oh yeah.
Yes, like a dodecagon.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna search for that word. It might have been in there, but that would have taken me quite a while to dig that one out. All right, good enough. So we'll start off then at Whole Tower. It seems like a better place to begin all this then, which is the oldest tower in town. G3 map, and there you have just told the guards. Actually, I'll just split. I don't need to switch you there. We just told the guards what you want to do. What were you all planning to do after that for the evening? Because they're going to run the information down. One of the pages is going to go tell Eleander right away, since these are big important folks we're getting here upsetting. And what would you like to do with the rest of the evening? I'll just start my alphabetical list on down the top here, which is Mal being first. Mal, what would you like to do the rest of the evening? Unless somebody has something they want to shout out because they want to do everybody together.
Oh, just want to point out that we have a couple options here. We can basically get our stuff together and go start off north, looking for this castle outside Neverwinter. To help out with retrieval of whatever's in the Temple of Torm. We can go ambush the cart that's outside of town. Try and either get some information out of those thugs and possibly basically like, take their cart so we can try and pose as them, and then head up to Leylon, and then try and find out which noble was trying to capture us, or we can do something entirely different.
I've got a question first. Has enough time passed to where I'm no longer mind controlled?
I think it's 24 hours, right?
I thought it was too, but no one's going to tell you to do anything unless she shows up again. So
I
I
see.
would say it's
I
a
thought
moot point.
yeah, I said I believe at the end of the last session I was told to like wait here or something. So
If we
Yeah, I'm gonna say her
realized he
leaving
was,
gets rid of that. Hmm.
if we knew that he was still under the effects of that, and Orden and Nasir might, because we've got spells that do similar shit and that do the exact same thing, then Mal and I could pound him with tiny fists of fury.
And then I
Because
think
you
the
need,
spell only lasted 8 hours as well instead of 24.
So, well, Tiny Fist of Fury will take care of that.
So my
awesome.
spell lasts 8 hours, but the charm lasts 24.
Okay, I guess that's where I got the confusion.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, because this year doesn't really understand how the Succubus charm works. He wasn't bothering trying to break it with damage on Rakir.
Well, as far as Bel's concerned, we've been on the road since we got off the boat. I wouldn't mind taking a nice long rest and maybe clean up the armor here.
All right. If-
yeah, Orden's looking a little tighter on the eyes, that's for sure.
If you do this, then we will lose the opportunity to find out who was the one who was trying to capture us, and by that I mean we will lose the opportunity to find hard evidence against Rosnar. Is that what you wish?
I thought we knew. What do you mean he was trying to capture us? The initial fight with Fizban?
Yes. Will we?
That was the. I forget her name. I had it written down here somewhere. The chicken Leyland. The
Gnawbones?
yeah.
No. All right. Let me do a recap. These thugs who are here in the town who are looking to capture us. They're here because they're working for Gnawbones, but they were only hired from her. There is some noble who's in Leyland waiting for us, who's going to be the ones that are going to be receiving us. That is the one who is doing this. We do not know who. We suspect is Rosnar. We do not know. If we could capture this man and perhaps get him to confess, we could use that as evidence to get Rosnar in trouble.
The only
If we
thing I
do-
want to toss into that is if it's midnight, it's about 5 hours now since the cart was supposed to meet up with people because they
Oh.
were meeting up at dusk.
Oh, were
And
they?
if we
Oh,
keep
I didn't
moving
realize that.
now without a rest, we're all going to get a level of exhaustion.
Plus, it's about 10-hour ride to Leyland. Well, slow ride.
Yes, but
Can we get a wagon?
Yeah, that's how you got here. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that we found out they were leaving at dusk, or else that probably would have changed stuff. Because then that means that waiting for dark to go after Rosnar meant we would have had to miss that opportunity. But oh well.
Yeah.
I think that was mentioned. I think we knew that, or at least knew that there was a risk of that.
Yeah,
So it's
I did not, or else I
Right
would
We just
now
didn't
you're on
want to
the-
get busted.
yeah.
have done something differently. So,
So I'm going to switch to the other map so we can see where we're all at
all
at
right,
least.
then.
So right now, then we are at spot 2. You're right near the gate, actually, so it's not such a big deal to hike from here. It's about an hour from here up to the mansion if anybody wants to spend the night there.
So that means
And
that
we haven't gone there yet, right? I'm sorry, Adam.
Yes, you have.
mansion. Yeah,
Okay.
we got our treasure.
Okay. Oh,
So-
good.
All right, so that means the opportunity basically to get evidence on Rosnar's wrongdoing is probably flown, but then we still have the opportunity to get ahead of the Drow when they head to the castle. So, are we interested in doing that or no?
The castle's probably a couple weeks hike from here. Yeah, about a week and some, because it's all the way up by Neverwinter.
Would it be quicker to take the boat?
No, because it's inland.
Ah,
You'd have to go all the way to Neverwinter, dock there in a big city you've never been to before, and then find your way out and down to the forest.
I know.
Be fun.
Yeah, if it would take less time, in-game time, I think that would probably be the best way
Well-
to get there. Plus, we wouldn't have to worry about if we set off on horses and carts right now heading north, we're all going to gain a level of exhaustion.
Well, also keep in mind, I'm not saying we should do this. This is just what Nasir is recommending that we do because of all the things we possibly could be focusing on right now, keeping basically whatever we find in that Temple of Torm away from the cultist of Tiamat sounds like the best idea to him. But we have a whole bunch of other different options to explore if we wanted to. We don't have
Well,
to
and
do that.
and James, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I felt like what we did, stole from Rosnar, made our patron somewhat confident that they weren't going to find that, or that it would just take them longer to find it.
We're not.
Yeah, well, keep in mind. Here's what's basically what's happening is Solmar's already sent people into the castle with basically the location of the temple, and they're going to go there. I guess retrieve whatever they've got, and then head out. The Drow, we're going to get basically the map of the exact location within the castle from Rosnar. The map itself still tells them that it's in the castle, just tells them the wrong area. So those Drow are going to be in the castle with the people who are looking for the temple. So the Drow could still potentially run into them and attack them on the way out. And on top of that, apparently the castle actually already has some kind of monstrous denizens that are going to be going through there a problem. So depending on basically on their luck, they might run into basically some trouble on the way out, either from the Drow or from the original occupants or both. So if we really want to ensure that this thing is going to basically not fall into bad hands, then we should basically make ourselves available. Otherwise,
Orden's all about going back to give the original book to Saltmarsh and seeing if he feels confident that they got it from here, then rock and roll. If he feels like we can use you up there, then he'd be for that too.
So, who wants to stay in town then? I guess Mal, are you in town or up at the mansion?
I definitely think we should stay together.
yes, agreed.
All right. I'll stay at the townhouse.
Might as well.
We
I mean,
can go to
otherwise
the.
you'll be there about 1 or 2 in the morning, traveling
That's
along
true.
dark roads, just getting up there.
It's very true, and he's already tired as it is.
And
Yeah, so
we,
someone
sorry,
they could assault us at the mansion, and no one would hear it. Townhouse is not going to happen.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, as long as we're in one spot, I think I'm good. Did we take the other book to Solomar last adventure? I don't remember.
No, because he apparently is an early sleeper, so he went to bed before we can give it to him. Yeah, lazy bastard.
Well, he's probably 150, but
Yeah. Probably can't help it.
Excuses,
Yeah.
excuses.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for a breather, for sure.
Okay.
I'm tapped out.
So about 2 days from now, you've been hearing from people chatting and stuff because the big bar you used to go to, the Wicker Goat, is across the street from here, just off the map. And that 2 days from now is the big spring festival. That it's going to be quite the party because one, they already have a huge festival every spring. It's at the end of the month, so there's the monthly market, and then on top of that, the victory against Sahuagin. So people are planning. Pretty much everybody's coming into town. You can see tents dotting along all the open country spot inside the city. Anywhere there's not houses, there's little tents popping up from people, coming in from the surrounding countryside.
So this is the point. This is the point in a DM adventure where, as a player, I think you would like us to do this because you've set up obviously at least one fun little game to play that we were going to do last time, but we fucked up and did something else instead. But the character would probably feel like we shouldn't sit around and screw around and drink beer when there's work to be done.
I agree.
That's for yourself.
But
I missed the last festival jumping into this guy's demon hut.
The only thing I would pop into your head would be that if there's any gear and stuff you want to buy before you go on your trip north, now is the time to get it because everybody. You don't even have to wait to the festival, but like the next couple of days, every market is full. Everybody's yeah, so it's ready to go.
I'm getting
so whatever you want, we can knock off like 10% off of any good items you need, and some items will be more off.
Are we at a point with loot that we should split again, or are we still pretty close to the last time?
Where is the loot right now? In yours, split between yours and Mal's bag of holdings?
Where it physically is or where it's recorded?
Physically.
Yeah, I know Orden's got some in his bag.
No, we should put the loot in what's the space? This Elven Fortress, if we can get it there.
Oh, I thought, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. You did
carry all that stuff.
I take it back. You didn't put it in your bags if you did temporarily, but then it went down into a hidden cubbyhole that you discovered in the sewers that was near going up to his area, but it was like a little cubby hole in the wall.
I
Okay.
want to say Orden still he's got 1,000 electrum, a thousand electrum in his bag, and as well as some random Doreen items, 2 platinum and pearl coronets of Sea Elf design down to a silver frame. That stuff is still listed anyway. I don't think that he
If you want
took
it with
that
you,
out.
that's fine with me.
I got room.
Yeah, your bag's nearly
I would
empty.
definitely give it to Nasir to sell, though.
Alright.
That's way more his
This
deal
area
than my deal.
is
So-
where you guys hid your stuff. One of
Alright.
these there was these little hidden areas here. I don't know what's on the GM's map anymore or what's
Did-
on your map.
I thought we just left everything, all the money in the bag of holding, the bag of holdings. I thought the only thing we left there was actually
That
Fandazzle.
weapons?
Yeah, the plans for, or no, not even the plans.
I feel bad, but I guess it's been a month. I
Oh,
can't
no.
really remember.
you know, all those weapons, everything from before, those had already been basically sold off during the
So-
last downtime.
So
There's nothing
Fandazzle's
in
down
there.
here, and that's who's hiding in this little spot?
Yeah.
And then we took any
No.
goods that we had in the mansion and brought them here. I just don't remember what those goods were, aside from Merrick's snake guardian.
Yeah, it was pretty much just basically, as far as I knew, the only thing that was in the mansion hidey hole was basically the snake and the money. I don't think we really had any other hard goods, did we?
No, most of the precious stuff are in the bags of holding, like the altar of Torm and whatnot.
Yeah.
From what I know, I mean, what I've got written down. Then he's got his own little cash pile in the bag of holding, but unless you guys added to it last game, or the game that I wasn't here.
Nope. Yeah, we really don't have much. We have like a couple vehicles stored up at the house. Like we got a couple wagons, you know, a longboat, mule. You know, we got basically some basic equipment that we could probably just leave up there. That's not really all that important for the most part. But yeah.
Yeah, Mal's vote would be to put it in. Oh, I got it. Yeah, where it is, I guess, or put it in the Elven forge that our buddy showed us prior to going into the
Ooh.
swamp or the sewers.
Nasir would strongly recommend against that.
Well, with Snaky there, I'm sure he'd keep him out.
Let us say I do not trust Solomon's butler, and he definitely has access to that. That is all I will say.
Now it is just to clarify the plans for the dragon ballista things. That's still with Orden, correct? Unless someone else has a different idea.
You got the plans. I've got the orb though. I'm protecting that. But
Now, are the plans in Mal's bag or in mine? Because I've got them on Orden's sheet.
I don't have the plans. I have the orb.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's his thing.
All right, so just so you know, James, I do still need a couple bits of loot from you, from the Sahuagin adventure.
Oh, okay.
You have to check out the loot log. I need the whatever we looted off the Blade Master, the Maul specifically, and any other miscellaneous loot we got from the final battle, and I need the total amount for the reward money.
Okay. I'll put that in there.
Actually,
As soon as you get a long rest, we'll bother with it. Ow. Okay.
yes, so until I get those down, I won't know if we have enough money to really make it worthwhile to divide it out right now. Is what I'm saying. Because everything we have is currently an unknown in terms of how much undivided loot.
I mean, currently Thorn right now has 4,721 gold on himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I see.
divided up bits, and then we had a group pool, and then we had like individual bits that we would
Alright.
divide up as we went along. So I mean, yeah, like there's like.
I'm pretty sure
2,000
last time-
gold in Mal's
if I-
bag right now.
Yeah, if I believe not, I think one of the not the last time or the one before, I'm pretty sure we split up more gold then,
Well-
if I'm not mistaken.
We have
Adam,
that.
Let's call it 6K and then just wipe it off the map. Say that's what it was by the time you liquidated it and fenced it and whatever else and got rid
Okay.
of it all.
So the Blade Master didn't have any kind of like weapons of interest they'd want to actually keep.
No, he
is what
did
you're
not.
saying.
Thorn picked his weapon up, but I think it was just a normal sword.
It was. He had nothing magical. They were very
Thorin would
disappointed in
actually,
that adventure.
Thorin would have gained that into Iliander probably as a gift.
Okay, we haven't seen him yet, but you're
Yeah, whenever he
traveling around
does
to
it.
give to him.
All right.
Oh, and according to the loot log, Orden's got 43,000 gold in some in his hold bag.
Okay.
All right. So
Say what? Oh, did you add up everything that I posted here?
No, in the loot log right now, it says that all of your gold, all the gold from our party funds, is in your bag of holding.
All right. Tell me what that is, and I'll write it down. The only coin I have in there is the Electrum.
43,621.77 gold pieces.
43,621.
Yep.
That's in Orden's bag.
Yeah.
And so the 6 potions of rapture weed. Where do you want me to log those under basically like magic items?
Yeah, or pass them out or something. I don't know if they'll ever come in useful again now, but hey, why not?
Why?
Because I think it has to do with breathing underwater or something.
I mean, we live on the
Breathing
coast.
underwater is always useful.
Yeah, we live on the. Let's say everyone gets a potion of rapture weed.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
6 of them. So let's do it that way.
I will enter that now.
And over here, how much money do you have currently, if I may ask, out of game?
I have around 1,770.
Okay, so you can use some more then.
I'm a wizard, man. As soon as we split up gold, it's burned through. I have, I think,
All them scrolls, yeah.
I have 60 platinum right now, so 600 gold. But other than that, that's the only thing I have on me. With
Here's the most-
scrolls, with scribing scribing spells, like all that stuff, it's all expensive as shit. And
Right, so
war mages don't get any kind of break for any school of magic.
857 gold pieces for every PC. So that's the divisor of all of the spoils from the last.
How much of that, if any, is coming out of Orden's bag of holding?
None of it.
None.
Okay.
But 857 is going into it.
This is going into my pocket, right? Not the bag of holding, or that's the community.
And both.
Got it. Got
Yep.
it. Got it.
You get it. He gets it. She gets it. Everyone else gets it, and the party fund gets it.
I'm converting this to platinum. I assume that's cool, James.
Yeah, keep the weight down. Oh, eventually you'll have to find out what rapture weed is from somebody who has like an herbalism or something.
Mal's got that. Can he try and? Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Wait, that's the bag of holding. He does. He has an herbalism kit. Do you recognize it?
Just go for it.
Adam, did you take all the stuff that I posted in the chat here into that number? Adam?
Yeah, I'm reading.
Okay. I just wondering so I can delete it if that's the case.
Yes, all that had previously been pawned. That was from the original adventure inside the fortress, correct?
I don't know.
Yeah, it all looks familiar because I remember basically going over some of that, particularly the coronets. So yeah,
Right.
so those have already been processed. I think at least some of them were kept by individual people, but they paid into the fund for them. So
Speaking of which, I should I'm gonna take a little bit off of here, James, and call it the Copper Locks Fund. Not because I want to as a player, but because I think clearly Orden's not gonna not buy her a gift or two, you know. I don't think he's gonna go nuts, but
Especially said, yeah, as you move up in levels and coin is becoming plentiful.
right.
Okay. So nothing really is down here. Findazzle is hanging out down there. So let's go back up to the top then. Someday I have to show you this map once we're no longer using it. This is one of my first ones before I got burned out on making maps. So this thing is insanely large.
Is this one that's sort of like cross-linked, so you can move around the individual pages?
No, I just made one humongous map. What is the dimensions on this map anyways? 5,000 by 8,700 pixels. So it's like 100 by 125 or something squares. Alrighty, where's the house? So is that where we're ending up that tonight then?
Yeah, I guess everyone really wants to go to sleep. Then we will sleep in the townhouse.
Perfect. I think some people need long rest and stuff.
Is that what you said?
Awesome.
Write
It'll
that
let you
down.
see
Or were you
all
joking?
kinds of things.
Were you joking or serious?
You're welcome to have it. It's peyote, basically. That's what Mal tells you. It's going to give you hallucinations. You'll probably be sick for a few hours, but it's going to be a wild ride afterwards.
A lot of fun after, yeah. I mean, you know, you might see some fairies and who knows, pseudo dragon, or even just fun stuff. Lots
But there
of
is
colors.
there's a
Serve any?
small chance you might become permanently insane too. Just a small chance, though.
Does it serve any purpose other than addling or wits?
No, it's basically used in religion type things.
Yeah,
So
I
they
heard
would
it lets
use
you
it.
talk to gods every once in a while.
Exactly. They used it in their worship.
Speaking of copper locks, maybe we could just make a fun night of it the next time we have some downtime. I'm joking. Orden would have no interest.
Oh yeah, if it's your first time, you might want to let me know. I'll hang out with you.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
no,
we'll
you
just
keep
stick
it.
with this map. Okay. Anybody have any errands or anything they need to do, or we'll just fast forward?
How long are we fast forwarding until the next day?
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, and I guess the next thing we need to do is we need to go talk to Solmar, then find out what he's going to tell us, and then we'll make a decision about what to do with our future from there.
So are we long resting?
Yes. So those of you, Orden and Nasir, just level up to 8. Everyone else is slightly behind still. And
Excellent.
everybody. Meta, did you ever look at the XP log? Do you know about that?
Oh, I have not been
You don't
actively
have to
keeping
check.
up with it.
That's right. I just meant, did you know that it exists type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you ever wanted to, you could find it under the PC area experience points, and then there's a link. And I might as well go check it and see where you're at. Oddly, Rakir is exactly at 30,000. I don't know how that happened, but. And the next, Adam and Matt just leveled up by 300 experience points. Everyone else is close. So probably this next adventure, everybody will be at 8 by then. Okay. So, quiet night. Do you still hear every once in a while you get woken up to the sound of creaking wheels or people shouting and stuff like that? Because as they're coming into town, setting up tents across the way, you sort of remember you've seen other festivals that have gone on here because you've been here almost a year now. And across the street from your home is a large open area, and lots of tents and stuff fill up that area all the way on out to the river. So it's already starting to fill. You can hear some slight music, but it's mostly quiet because it is like 3 in the morning and stuff, 3 and so forth later. And let's everybody make a perception check.
Hey James, these this
Yeah, I take
other
it back.
book,
We're gonna do a con one instead. Con save DC 13. And go ahead. I'm sorry. What was that, Matt?
the spells that are in here from the other book that's not canon are all kosher to use, right?
I don't know what they are.
You've got some stuff in here that I've never seen before, which looks cool.
Which book is that?
I don't know what books they're from. Probably one from Kobold something.
I mean, I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know what you're looking at. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's a ton of them here. For example, spinning axes or Britling.
Where are you seeing these? I'm sorry. I
By
don't
the
even know
light
what
of
you're.
the watchful moon. I'm just leveling up in your game.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I didn't buy those. Let's go look at spells. Maybe it's seeing yours. Give me one of those spell names again. Something about
Level 4
axes.
Britling. Yep. Spinning axes is another. By the light of the watchful moon. There's a bunch of stuff here I've never seen before. I know what's canon, so I'm just if it's in there to use, I'll consider it. If it's not, I'll just use the stuff that I know.
I'm confused because it doesn't show up on my list,
Oh, it's probably from.
which is odd.
I disabled. I do have one of those books, but I disabled it in everything. Maybe it's just showing up.
Because I just type even the word spinning and I get nothing in the compendium.
Yeah, same here.
We'll have to look into that later.
Yeah, it's Midgard Heroes. Some
Yeah, no, I didn't
must
buy
be
that.
coming up because it's on mine. That's weird. I
That is
don't
very
think I've
odd.
ever seen that before. Any hoodles.
Yeah, just stick
Carry
with the
on.
standard ones. All right. Let me look at those rolls. Mal's Med is first then. So
All right.
Rakir, you wake up to the sound off in the distance. It's really, really faint. You wake up to the smell of something, and it pops you right out of your sleep quickly because it's the smell of fire. You've had military in a combat in the past where people actually lit prairies on fire around you, and it's the first thought that comes into your head is, oh my God, we're under attack. You open up your eyes and the smell of smoke, and you can hear the crackling somewhere in the distance and some shouting going off elsewhere.
This townhouse has windows, right?
It does.
Well then immediately I'd go to the nearest window and look outside of it.
Okay, Thorin, you wake up to the smell of, actually to the sound of a window opening up next door in the next townhouse over, and the smell of smoke in the air rolls across the area. As the window opens up next door in the next, we'll call them in the next room, you can hear more noises and stuff somewhere in the background.
All right, Thorn will probably also jump up and try to figure out what's going on. Probably the nearest window.
Okay. Nasir, at this point you wake up and you hear a couple of the folks in your area stomping around, windows moving, the smell of smoke, you hear the crackle of a fire somewhere nearby.
But not this building, right?
Go ahead and make a low perception roll just to try to figure out where it's coming from.
Yeah. All I really care about is that not my building, basically. Like I don't feel heat or smoke or anything inside the townhouse, correct?
Not at this exact second you wake up. You make the second roll. Yes, you think there might be something further up. And also at that point you hear a loud thump thump on the rooftop, like something landed on the roof.
All right. Wisp goes up to check it.
Was that E7? I should just relabel that map as home.
Like the sound of that. A couple of flames.
We're never gonna get to enjoy a festival, are we, Mal?
Maybe not.
Nope.
Or
This is why it doesn't pay to really care too much.
here. We're here. Thorin. And I'm just going to put you on the buildings you're on. Odo is stayed out of one of the boats.
Sleeping Mal.
Oh, is Mal not on there? Okay, where were we? The wisp flies out to the top. Are you looking through the wisp's eyes is what you're doing, or?
No. I just told him to go look and report.
Okay.
Because I'm busy getting dressed and getting my shit together.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I was thinking that too, though. The standard operating procedure would be Gary on the roof or wherever we're sleeping, keeping an eye out for whatever.
All right. Well, the wisp flies up onto the rooftop, and flies right back to you like a half a second later, and lets you know that there is a small dragon on the roof.
But
It just says, man-sized dragon on the roof.
Well, that's quite a small dragon.
is the same as Thorin?
Has wings, flies, and looks like it breathes fire.
All right. Then this year is gonna basically get his stuff together and go bang on all the doors, make sure everyone's up, and get everyone outside at the same time.
Yes, I was actually about to ask if the party was together or not. If we're all in.
They're like 3 different townhouses.
Yeah, but they're all basically like essentially together. That's connected to the same building. That's why they're townhouses, right?
Yeah, the 4th townhouse that's in the picture is the one that's the landlord, the old lady and the guy who take care of the place.
I'm sleeping. Put the fire down. It's hot in here.
Odo, what's going on?
So, as you get outside, Odo unfortunately isn't even here. He must have
Oh.
decided he was going to sleep on the boat or something, couldn't sleep on the land and took off. As you get outside, though, you do see that there is people running around everywhere. There's screaming going on. The place is lit. The sun hasn't quite come up yet, but there is enough light from fires everywhere around you. And there's buildings burning, trees burning, tents across the way, knocked over and rushing about. We'll put you out on the street.
All right, this year we'll send the wisp into the landlords, see if they're safe.
They're not. They're stuck in one of the rooms, trapped inside an inside room that has fire, and they can't get out at this point.
All right, then I'll start yelling at the party to go deal with it.
I've got it.
And let's roll initiative.
All right.
Can you mark where that room is?
Hold on, let me delete this clearance first. It was left over from last time. What was that, I'm sorry?
I said, can you mark which room the people who are...
Yeah. I'll mark a where. I don't actually have an interior for these.
In game, it takes 10 minutes in game to don armor, right?
Yeah,
Wow,
it takes
does it really?
It takes
Yeah,
a
I think
long
so.
time to put on heavy
that's
armor.
good.
Yeah.
Plate.
Yeah. Thorn's running around in pajamas in.
Unless you have the magic armor.
What's the magic?
Nah.
armor? Like
There's a
super
magic
or
armor that,
something?
yeah, it takes an action to don on and off.
Wow. All right.
Oh no, I think that's just an action to doff. It's basically the breakaway armor. I don't think you can actually put it on any faster.
Let me
That's
see.
definitely
That's the
stripper
Velcro.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, you need to be basically like a warlock with an incantation, or basically the artificer to put on armor instantly. I think.
That's too funny. Okay, so those who are in natural armor have natural armor. I don't think that's anybody. I think everybody else is in as a dex and carrying your shit outside.
Yeah, light armor actually doesn't take very long to put on though, so
Well,
luckily.
I feel like Thorn's just gonna like shovel his armor into one of the bags of holding and just like, hold this for a minute.
Yeah, Mal will try and put his armor on as he's coming out, but if he doesn't have enough time, he'll just...
This is what I get for not sleeping in my armor.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You can have some nice little issues from that.
Head sores. Armor sores.
I've got mage
My
armor, but it's not
AC.
prepared.
So as you get outside, you can see as you run out there, people rushing around, and then what catches your eye is motion in the sky. Looking up, you can barely see in the early light of, that's coming in off the ocean, the sun, the rising. Actually, that's the wrong direction. It'll be setting. So there's just a little bit of light coming in off the mountain area, and moving around through the clouds up there, you can see shapes moving, huge, massive shapes, at least 2 of them that are flying over. And from the sound of the wind, the wings and stuff going, you swear they must be dragons. They look to be battling each other, maybe, because you see them collide into each other, and there'll be a brilliant lightning bolt that'll go shooting across like lightning between the trees, and it illuminates the shadow, and another blast will go the other direction. And every once in a while, a big old lightning bolt will come roaring down from the sky and just blast away somewhere in the city as it looks like it misses one of them.
I've got one question too before we start
Yeah.
combat. Have we had the equivalent of a short rest?
You had a long rest.
Oh, okay.
We will give you that at least.
Can somebody clarify how much time does it take to don half plate or even scale?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Get something else up.
So how many shapes do we see floating around above us?
2 massive shapes, nightmare sizes. It's hard to tell the size, but they look to be about as big as a
5
cloud,
minutes?
some of them. Ouch. Next encounter.
All right, in game night only.
And then Mal's gonna quick look around and see, just kind of take in what buildings are on fire and what's going on around them.
Okay. Well, good thing you said that. As you look over, you see the fire next to the lumber mill. The lumber mill next to the water to the southeast hasn't caught fire yet. But as you're looking in that direction, you see 2 huge figures and 2 tiny little figures in front of them. And they seem to be walking this way. What's the distance on that night vision of yours?
120.
Isn't it daytime?
It's early dawn.
He's got the helm on.
Yeah, that's why I was checking. Okay, you can go all the way to the water side. You can see clearly with the helmet on, as you pop the helmet on, is that it is 2 large ogres and 2 little goblins, and they're walking this way.
Can he say anything, or?
Yeah, if you want to.
Ogres incoming.
What?
He points.
Wait, are they really that close?
Yeah, I'm gonna move them back closer to this water here. This is where I dragged them in.
Is Zickel's shop on fire?
You can't see it from here because there's buildings in the way.
All right.
There it is.
Guys, this is not good.
Hey, the fact that we have to face it without armor is the most not good. This is,
We're extra squishy now.
Orden is extra squishy.
Those 3/5 of the party are now basically essentially easy targets. Now I was the only one who's actually fully defended as Mal, because I'm always squishy.
Oh no, Mal. I don't think Mal got his armor on, did he?
Your armor only gave you like 2 AC, right?
Yeah. Let's see what it does.
It's just an ogre, though.
Yeah, you guys killed one at first level.
Nobody can tell right now that I'm sweating.
Orden, he's gonna threaten to eat its fucking horse again.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's gonna threaten to eat its horse again.
That's right. It was over an ogre that most of you guys met.
That's right. I ran fucking by him. And I'm gonna eat your fucking lunch!
So one of the little goblins yells out, "Oi! Oi there! Throw down your weapons! And we will go with that with the wisp at that point. Oh, I forgot my dragon. Ah.
All right, then. All right, the wisp, and I will command the wisp to go over to here and hover right above the ogre's head at head level, and he's done.
She's over here on the fire one.
Oh boy. Me, James, or are you doing stuff?
Yeah, I'm here. I forgot to add the little dragon onto the initiative.
I forget, what would my AC be right now without the heavy armor? I'm not exactly sure.
Just uncheck it in your equipment.
You know, it should. Okay.
Yeah. What's your dex?
Um,
Only a +2.
is the wisp visible?
Nope.
That sucks.
I mean, if you fireball, you're gonna set the lumber mill and everything around it on fire. You know that, right?
I'm well aware of what my powers can and cannot do, my friend.
Shatter! Shatter! Wait, there's no people in the way.
We're Nope. This is a brand new 4th level spell we're gonna pull out right now that he just got, and I'm gonna say, for flavor, the way that he learned it is he's in half a panic right now without his armor on, and he's not used to being afeared. He's used to being overly cocky. What squares is this guy in? He looks to be between stuff, and it matters. Perfect. So he's gonna call upon the fires of Clangendon, and he'll pound his staff onto the ground, and a 60-foot long, 20-foot high wall of fire is going to start there and stretch. Start there and stretch. Oh, I guess it's going to start further back even than that. 60 feet to there. And anything within 10 feet of that is going to catch fire, which should get all of the critters, but none of the buildings. Oh, I take it back. It's it can be up to 60, so we'll stop it at 50. So whatever that little building is there doesn't
Is it a
catch
straight
fire.
line, or can you angle it?
It's a straight line. It's a wall, or I can encircle them with it, but obviously in this scenario, that's not going to help.
Yeah, we're gonna need
Okay.
that lumber mill.
We're gonna blast these 3 in the front with it.
It's within 10 feet of that wall, so it shouldn't hit the lumber mill, but it should hit all of the baddies.
Oh, it's 10 feet wide.
Nope, the area of effect is 10 feet in front of whichever side I choose.
And how big is the wall?
It can be up to 60 feet long, and it's 20 foot high. Up to. This one is 20 foot high, and not quite 60 long, because I don't want to get whatever that little building there is.
Okay.
Yeah, this block here is basically a 10 by 50.
Can you toss this fella up real quick?
Oh yeah, sorry, shit. I've got to do that to cast it anyway.
There it is, the DC. Because I want to try out my new group save that I added.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna move these things to a different layer.
And that is a dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15. Okay.
Oh yeah, for that matter, your guy will definitely save for half at least.
Of
Dex.
course. Even with +9 to his dex save.
Normal, submit, DC. I'm using the new apply damage macro that ties in with the group check, group init, and everything else. So if it works, it's going to be cool. I think it's just going to blow everything up. But we'll see what happens. DC 15 save. The damage is 25. Save is half.
Yeah.
Okay, submit. And they don't get anything fancy happen to them, right? Nothing, they don't get turned anything, or they're just on fire for a round, or just take some damage.
Until I let go of concentration, that wall stays there, and anything within 10 feet, it's going to take it when it goes up. If they, I want to say if they end their turn within 10 feet, they'll take it again. When it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or it ends its turn there. So it takes it immediately, and then if they run around it, they're fine. If they run through it, they'll take it, or if they stand there in its area of effect and end their turn, they'll take it.
Oh, darn, all that didn't work. Try real quick, sorry.
Sorry about Willie, Adam.
Yep. Well, I mean, he's actually pretty tough. He takes half damage from fire.
Nice.
Yeah, will-o-wisps are basically resistant to most things, actually.
Nice. That actually worked. All right. The fire blasts across the area there, catches one of the trees a little bit on fire on the edge. You hear screams then from two of the ogres from behind, or loud bellowing from the ogres and screams from the goblins. One of the ogres yells out in common, "Ah!" Sort of an "Owie!" And what do you want to do next, Orden?
I hadn't even thought past that, man. Shit, man, we're all squishy. This is 5, 10, 15, 20. Does anybody have armor on?
No.
No.
I don't think, even for the light armor, I don't know if
Yeah, because it was just
they
ran
had
outside of the burning building.
Yeah.
25, 30. He's gonna move to about that point. I don't think I have anything really that I want to do with the bonus actions, so I think that's gonna do it. And yes, Adam, that's exactly what happened. Fire good! I'm scared.
All right. So, is the man-sized dragon thingy still on our roof?
It is.
Is it like,
Shit.
is it doing something?
Where is that?
Should it be on the initiative?
It's there, wing drake.
Oh yeah, it's really small.
15. It's only man-sized, so it's only taking up 1 square.
Oh,
Let
it
me
wasn't.
give it a different color, so
Oh, it
stands
wasn't like
out
a-
more.
Wasn't a token. Gotcha.
Let's make it a bright red. 5 feet. Yes. Okay, that's a little bigger than he is, but he's in the middle of all that. At least you can see him.
I don't see anything different.
Yeah, I think it's it.
Oh. Okay, I'll fix that.
Might be on a different layer.
It might be only the GM can see it for some reason.
He's almost the same color as the roof. That's why he's right next to that fire.
He's stealthy.
He's creeping.
Here, what if I put a nameplate on?
I'm gonna pretend that Orden doesn't even know he's there, because I didn't in actuality, and it's possible he would have run out and seen them and not even noticed them.
Yeah, I think Mal's the only one who noticed him because he can see in this light like normal. Alright, Nasir, what are you going to do while I keep fighting with this thing?
All right. So, first thing he's gonna do is he's going to cast summon undead spirit.
Oh, yeah, Nasir knows it's up there too because of the wisp.
He's gonna summon the undead spirit right in front of the door to the landlord's place. Then he's gonna shout. He's gonna shout at it. Break in and bring out the humans safely. There's 2. Then he's going to basically book it back just inside the door of his townhouse to basically break line of sight. Under the assumption that the buildings aren't basically have just started to be consumed, so they'll basically have enough time to use this for cover while they deal with the rest.
It's mainly the attics and rooftops that are on fire right now.
Alright, so that's his action. He doesn't really have a bonus action, so I guess he's done.
Rakir,
All
you're
right.
standing there in your skivvies, fire erupting around you. Orden's adding to it.
The wall is opaque too, guys. I didn't even think of that until now, but so no one can see these guys unless they're over 20 feet tall.
That would be cool, but they're not.
That would be cool. And scary.
I can't very easily just get through.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, because you see that you see that basically the undead spirit is already working on it.
I know, but how strong is your undead spirit? I suppose.
Go ahead and make a perception check too while you're there.
Oh yeah. Who?
Rakir, it's his turn.
By the way, the undead spirit goes immediately after mine. So,
Okay.
so what?
Okay, so it tore into the building, and it's going through walls, trying to get at the people.
Okay, so it did successfully take down the door and is now inside looking for people.
Yes, it's not going to have a problem with the door
All
Okay.
right. Well then.
or the walls.
Hope he doesn't take it out of a security deposit.
There may not be a building in Comorting anyway.
What's the range on a javelin?
Isn't that like 30, 90 or something?
$31.20.
Oh damn, that's way better than any other thrown item.
Javelin makes sense. It's hard to hit anything real far though.
Does this Drake look like it's angry at us right now, or is it just kind
Well,
of?
that's what the perception rolls for. You rolled a 2, so you don't even see the Drake.
Awesome.
Yeah, that makes that even more fun. And no one shouted out about a dragon on the rooftop, I don't think.
Move here, and what did you say? It was 3070?
But you can't see them because the damn fire's in the way.
3120.
Oh, 3120. Great. I can just blindly throw one through there, though, right?
Absolutely.
Take the...
Yeah, because you know where they are. So basically, it's nice because if it's long range and you can't see them, it's still disadvantaged. Doesn't matter.
Right. Good point.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over here, and then.
Now you see the Drake as you got to there. Now that you're not right up against the building.
Oh.
Because you can hear it up on the top as it's scampering along the rooftop and things are starting to fall down off of it.
Well, I suppose I should ask now, does he look pissed off at us, or is he just focused on destroying buildings?
Oh, it's watching you very well. It looks like it's following Orden. It's moving along the rooftop towards him.
Oh, that's fucking wonderful. Adam, are you bloody? What's the red dot for?
You know what? Is it an action for me to ask that magic dagger?
No, you can just do that. What do you want to know?
Okay. I suppose what's the biggest threat? This group of enemies or
The ogre.
Drake? Alright. I'll focus on taking down this ogre, and I'll toss a javelin at it. Oh, dang, it doesn't look like they came over with my sheet.
Oh, javelins?
Yeah, they didn't come over. Let's see. Just drag that on there real quick.
Yeah, just drag one
Oh.
That's
Nope.
not going to work. Javelins just ate your thing. It looks, but just leave those to Odo. So yes, the javelin, unfortunately, because of the tree there in the way, is it gets caught up in one of those bushes on the way to the ogre that you're shooting at. There's sort of a tree in the way, anyways, and it gets stuck in there and sticks on a tree.
And then Rekir, after throwing it, realizes he's never thrown anything at any. He's never done a ranged attack this entire time, and failed miserably.
Well,
Uh-oh.
straight turn.
I understand I don't see him yet, but if and when I do, does the Drake look familiar at all?
You've never
So-
seen this type of animal before.
Okay. Ooh, nameplates. That's not good. They're massive.
Yeah, they're very big since everything's so giant here.
I think I just erased my name.
Let's turn on. Here we go. All right. So you all see the dragon jump off of the rooftop. The little one swoops down towards Orden and tries to grab him with its claws as it flies by.
Oh.
Does he fly past Thorn?
No, I was just looking at the squares there. There's one square in between you all. But he is going to fly by Mal as if on his way out.
Well,
Where's this-
let's hold on. Let's see if he hits before we talk about way out here.
Well, he's going out one way or the other, but with or without you is the question. So we're going to do a grapple. You can pick if you want to do athletics or acrobatics, dex, something.
Ah, grapple. That's not going to help me with. Shield isn't going to help me with that, is it?
I don't think so.
Fuck a duck.
Oh, I rolled really lousy, so unless you roll really lousy here.
I can roll acrobatics or athletics, either one.
Yes, your choice.
Ah,
And you
fuck.
rolled lower.
Damn.
So the
Oh,
creature
no.
grabs onto the poor Orden, who's holding onto his armor in his hands, trying to cast spells and running. It
No, he
grabs
wouldn't
him
have his
up.
armor.
Oh, it's up. Was it in the building still, or what'd you do with it?
It would have to be. I think all of ours is, aren't they? We ran outside to see what was up.
Yeah, I think some of them drag theirs out with them quickly, like Rakir. So, he gets picked up. Mal, he's flying by you at this point.
So keep in mind that as soon as he grapples him, his speed becomes immediately halved.
Yes, absolutely.
So that means he probably can't go much further unless he's got ridiculous speed.
So what would you like to do now? You want to do you have an opportunity attack if you want to use your reaction as he's flying by with Orden.
Can I leap up and grab onto Orden's feet?
Sure, you both can fly off with the dragon.
How big is this thing?
It's not that big. It's like the size, slightly smaller than a horse, like a pony size.
Oh, okay.
A person could barely ride. No, you could ride it, but not a person. Not a full size.
Would Thorn recognize these things?
You can make a nature check.
We'll do that while they're getting dragged off.
Like, oh hey, I can see it closely. That's a. No.
What about Orden?
No, I didn't see Mal's.
Can we give you a
Go for it.
nature check?
Yeah, you got a really nice close look.
You know what?
Fuck.
Yeah, the worst part is they're pretty rare. All right, Mal, I didn't see what you're doing. What are you doing?
Well, he only has an opportunity attack, so that's not an action that he can also do an attack, right?
I don't believe it is. I think it.
What?
I don't think it's. Can you do?
No,
I
yeah,
think it has to be an attack.
yeah, I think so.
What are you asking?
You don't do an opportunity action, so he can't do an opportunity grapple. He has to do an opportunity attack.
Correct. You have to do opportunity attack, but
And no spells.
you do get your sneak attack because Orden's next to it.
All right. Well, let's try it out.
I'm just watching it. Going, what'd you roll? Does it show on your side or no?
No, it didn't even click yet. Let me try
It's-
it again.
Thursday.
Yeah, the first time I tried to log into the campaign, it gave me an error, so I'm like, oh, yep, it's Thursday.
That hits.
All right. Nice. That's okay.
What is that? 25?
Yep.
Wow.
And actually, oh, it's an attack roll. Never mind.
I'm
Yep,
having
25.
con save to even try to hold on to him as it gets whacked to bloody level. Does not roll. So Orden falls from its grasp as the creature flies off. Orden, go ahead and make an acrobatics if you want, or you're gonna land on your ass, be prone.
He dropped me?
Yes, he did. And only from a few feet up. He was just arcing up. Mal stabs him with his short sword. You land on your ass on the ground in front of him, in a pile of rubble there.
The only thing that might have been somewhat cool, even if he had gotten away, is I was going to thunderstep, fuck him up in the air.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
It gets to there.
Yeah, I was planning on actually banishing you next turn.
Oh, nice.
I'd be like, bloop, no more Orden.
And it's going to lose an action. The ogres aren't smart enough to figure out the wall yet until they get told what to do. Both of them are going to go.
I assume they'd be at least smart enough to get out of the area effect of the wall, though, right?
Yeah, they can at least step back out of the fire. Oh, fire bad.
Good call.
It's not his turn. But yeah, what's
All right.
going
Mal's gonna actually run up to Thorin.
Oh wait, hold on. They
Oh,
take damage on the beginning of their round?
And
No, at the when it first goes off, and if they go through it, they'll take damage, and if they end their turn within 10
Okay.
feet of that
Thank you.
side, they'll take damage.
Okay.
So
Mal.
no, they're clear.
Mal's gonna hop up to Thorin and whack him on the butt with Rappy, and say, "Take that," and cast heroism. So actually, that's the question. Actually, what does, because heroism? Oh, let me post it. Well, I'm gonna cast it, so I don't know why it's asking for a value. Yeah, because he gets hit points equal to the spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of his turns. Immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points.
Okay, so I have your sword stats in the magic item. So,
And in the list here.
yeah.
oh, that's a good point. So it needs Rappy's charisma, I guess? Intelligence?
It's got a spellcasting of +3.
Okay, so yeah, so 3 temporary hit points for Orden's turn.
All right, hell yeah.
And that's at the beginning of each of your turns.
Yeah, they overwrite, but if you get whacked, they refill.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
I've never seen that spell used.
Unfortunately, when the spell ends, they do lose the temporary hit points. They're not like all-day hit points.
Right. And you can't
Don't
be
get
afraid
down to
though.
1.
All right, hell yeah.
And
You smack
then,
Thorny. You turn, you salty dog.
Mal's gonna try and scramble as far. How tall is the building? So it's 5. I'm assuming the building's probably
3
15,
stories?
3 stories, 30 feet up. Okay, so he'll
Yeah.
get about 5, 10, 15,
They call it
20.
40 at the apex of the roof.
All right, he'll get about 10 feet up the wall and put Rappy away as he goes up.
Okay.
And oh, he's got a bonus action. He'll go the rest of the way.
There you go.
Actually, no, he's right at the top, at the very top, because he's only got 25 movement. So he'll be at the top of the roof, overlooking, just kind of checking everything out, looking at what's going on, who's around, kind of taking the scenery in, and that'll be it for now.
Yeah, you hear little voices from somewhere off in the distance. Go around, you louts! Go around!
So those goblins actually survived that wall of fire?
Yeah,
Oh, so they're not just normal goblins then.
they lucked out.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, that token isn't set up to a creature. Maybe that's why. Hold on, maybe they're dead.
Yeah, goblins have 7 hit points.
Okay, I thought that was the hit points after, but these tokens weren't set up to it, and so they didn't get the damage set to them.
Yeah,
So no, they're both gone.
okay. Just wanted to be sure. If these were like uber goblins, I wanted to know so we can, target them appropriately.
I'm glad you asked. I just assumed they were uber goblins.
Okay, Gary's turn.
So that just happens to be where I drug him out onto it. He really would probably be more over here by the homes. There you go.
Okay.
Let's see how far he is from that homeboy. Yeah, he's gonna go over and harry the guy that just picked up his homie and provide the help action on the next person that goes for him.
So you just
And
flew
then-
over to where the dragon is?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you saw it.
What dragon?
The
Yeah,
one that
this.
tried to carry off into the sky.
Right, that's the one I'm performing the help action on.
Okay, I got you.
So he'll fly over there and flap around his face, and then use flyby to swoop back over here by Orden and flap in like a defensive posture in front of Orden towards between him and the dragon.
Oh, I think I got skipped. I went right before Gary, or right after Gary. We had the same initiative.
Go
Right
correct,
before, I think.
Yeah, I think me and Gary both rolled at 8.13.
Oh, Gary's okay. Somehow I skipped you somehow. Not sure how that happened.
Well, it's weird because it says my turn's done and now it's the goblin's turn, but in the order it's unless the goblin's hidden. I don't know. That's
It's
weird.
back
He's
up
not
to the wisp some now for some reason. Okay, let me just bounce it on down. There we are. Okay. What would you like to do, Thornt?
All right, there's that little dragon. He said it's starting to fly up in the air. How high up is it?
About 20 feet now.
20 feet. All right.
He wouldn't have the help action yet, though, because you go
Right.
before Gary.
Well, then Thorn's gonna run 30 feet down, and he's gonna pull out his bow and try to take 2 shots at that ogre down there.
The ogre? Okay.
Mhm.
The ogre's gonna get a little AC bonus because it's got a tree in between, a couple of trees in between you two.
I'm gonna move there and then take 2 shots.
Okay. It's just gonna shoot through the fire. You're at disadvantage.
I think his point is he wants to move wherever he can actually see them best.
So where would that be? Let's see.
I don't think there's any spots. You got that tree right here, then the fire pretty much goes there.
Yeah, there's just either shoot
Well,
through
then-
the tree and get a bonus to his AC, or shoot at disadvantage through the fire because you can't see him.
Well, then 7 and then 9.
So you're taking disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use the fighting spirit yet.
Okay. So yes, the 2 arrows then zip through the fire, and I guess they get burned up on the way through is why they missed.
All right, and then using his free action, he's gonna put his bow away just so he can whip his sword out next turn.
Okay.
And then that will be the end of his turn. He's gonna start yelling out, making noise. He's gonna try to attract the ogres. Over here, you dimwits!
You know you don't have armor on.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're aware of that while you're drawing
Let them
attention to
come
yourself.
you!
It's
That's
like,
what
oh my
HP
God.
is for.
That's an
He's
HP.
forgetting about that. He's going into his cocky mode.
He's
Oh,
got
God,
I just
3
gained
temporary
bravery,
hit
didn't I?
points.
you did. He ain't afraid of shit now.
I am invincible.
Famous last words. All right, Gary.
Uh,
Repeat what you said you were going to do before. Or?
Yep. help action on this guy, flap around, and then fly over between him and Orden in his version of a defensive posture. So he's screeching at him and trying to look as intimidating as a tiny little owl can.
All right. So Wisp will go over, zap this guy, help action on him.
Okay.
And then he'll fly over right next to this guy's ear. He'll be like, you are dead. Run or die. And then he's done.
Can someone go through all those colored icons while we're playing and see if there's an actual help one in all those pretty fancy little icons?
Yes.
What does it look like?
If you go down about halfway, if you see basically the red shield with the arrow down, that's what I use for the help action. That shows basically they have essentially their defenses are lowered.
Yeah, I'll use yours. That'll work. It's fine. I was curious if there's any of the fancy ones. But that one works well enough.
I mean,
there we go.
It's not fancy, but it works.
It did. I just didn't pay for yours, and I paid for the others. I was trying to use them. But I'll use yours. Because I can't find it. Alrighty. And he's this one too.
Yeah. Honestly, I looked for icons that made sense for like disadvantage, but I couldn't find one that actually worked. That actually you could see when they're that tiny.
It should be just a picture of an owl.
That's actually pretty accurate.
All right.
Well, but it's also generic to basically represent a bunch of different things besides just the help action.
Right. So we're at the top of the round again, aren't we? Wisp did that one. There is a now almighty loud explosion sound that just blows through. Everybody make a dex save, including our little beasties.
There goes Zickle's shop.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not sure what else it would be.
Oh, Thorn is gonna shed a fucking tear.
Dex save.
I am going to use my reaction to give myself +4 on this dex save with arcane deflection.
Both of the ogres tip over.
That count for me as well inside the building?
No. Especially for that guy. He's way out of the blast zone. At advantage, we'll say.
For who?
For whoever's trying to make the dex save. Orden, so you have a 17, you're fine. And you have a 15, that was fine too.
14 for Gary.
And Gary's fine too.
I want to get a
so
15 altogether.
An outrageously loud explosion. Things get blown over. Some of the fire actually gets blown out a little bit. Let's blow this one out.
Zickle's shop is like right on the other side of the council hall, which is all the way to the west of the map, right?
Yes. Like 2 maps over.
Was the force coming from that direction?
Yes. All right. And what are you going to do, Orden?
So what blew up here? Behind us? These buildings?
No, you can't tell what it was. It was just an outrageous shockwave that blew through this area, actually blew the fire over, knocked a few of you guys over, including the ogre that you can sort of see.
From which direction?
Coming from direct west.
Okay. Fuck, man. Does this thing look hurt at all? The Drake?
Oh, absolutely. It's nearly dead. It's getting the hell out of here.
We'll go ahead and use the staff to do a quick magic missile then.
Mal ran it all the way through. I mean, it came out the other end.
We'll magic missile with the staff then.
Okay. Pew, 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 pew. Plummets to the ground.
Okay, put your fucking claws on me. Fucking. He's grumbling like typical Orden, but there's a panic in his eyes that is not usually there. He's super exposed, and he knows it. That said, he also doesn't like whatever that was from the west. So he's gonna run out here closer to, away from the buildings and closer to the big guys. Our big guys and theirs, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, what did they say? Something about people in here?
The landlord and his wife. Not the landlord. What do you call him? Like the guy's the caretaker.
Ordinal cast a concerned glance in that direction, but he's gonna hope that Nasir's minion has that covered. Not gonna burn a bonus action, I suppose. So that would go.
Nasir.
All right, so this thing is dead, right?
It is. It fell to the ground, tumbling forward. Move another 5 feet.
All right. Nasir will step out of the building, assess the situation, then attempt to gun down the ogre.
30-6 should do it. Hit.
Nice.
Why can't I? Oh, that's right. I think they must have, whenever they did the last update, they must have changed everything to auto roll damage. Alright, so I guess that's a 23 necrotic. And it loses its health action on it.
That's right.
Alright, and Nasir's done.
So
But-
the blast goes across there. The beast screams out loud from it, but doesn't seem to tumble. It goes almost down to one knee as it starts tumbling along, but drags itself back up.
Alright, and then what happens with my minion?
It's working its way through the building. I'm not. It'll be fine, but I'm gonna take it out of action for a couple of rounds while it's
Okay.
digging the people out of there.
That's fine, just tell me when it actually comes back out with people so we can rejoin the battle.
Absolutely.
Alright, Nasir's done. Rakir?
All right.
That's right. That
let's-
guy's dead. Let me get him off the board. Okay. Did it just skip Rick here? It did. That was
Yes.
weird. Okay, go ahead, Rick here. I think it's because I keep making things disappear from the board.
Let's see here. Well, I'm going to become big. Please raise me up. James?
Oh, big. Well, okay. Where you at? There you is.
And I'm going to attempt to... Is it just an action for me to attempt to goad the two ogres to run through the wall? Or should I make do I have to make like an attack at them first?
They wouldn't even be able to see you.
Yeah, they don't even know you're over there.
Because yeah, I wanted to try to get them to run through the wall again, but I suppose there's really...
We can do this at any time without a cost, and there's no other point in keeping it up. So I'm just gonna drop concentration on it.
On the spell.
No, we'll keep it up. But he will yell out to these guys something like that. Do I take down the wall?
Alright, I'll move
Sorry, I
close
should have
to...
said that on my turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
By the way-
I'll move close to Orden and throw a javelin at this injured ogre right here.
But this ogre no longer has the health action on him.
Does a 16 hit?
The ogre? Absolutely.
Yes. Alright, that's 7 piercing. Kind of go... Come over here! Over here! You know, Thorin is, yelling at this guy. I'm yelling at this guy. Hopefully he takes the bait.
Rakir's
Yeah.
got some range teeth.
The javelin flies off and goes through the fire, pretty much the same area as the two arrows did, and you hear this thing scream again from behind it. Ah! So it's yelling from behind. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think that'll be all. Sorry,
Now it's
the
your
intern
turn.
button isn't working.
That's right. It's because it wasn't your turn anymore. Weird creatures on the board messed it up. I need to get in the habit of deleting them out of the turn order before taking them off the board. That gets weird. Alright. You hear one of the ogres from behind the wall somewhere yelling, "Fuck this!" The ogre, you see one ogre around the edge of the fire come around the north side of the fire area. He's got what looks like most of a tree trunk that he's trimmed off the branches and sharpened up the end on, and it throws it hurtling through the air at you, Rick, here. Which, well, I don't know. Was that 13 hit you?
Actually, it does.
Oh shit. We're all so squishy.
That was damn near max damage. 1 point off of max.
Dang.
Ugh.
As this tree trunk comes flying through the air like a missile and stabs into you. And then the ogre yells back over his shoulder, "Come back!"
I'm beating them.
Mal.
He is. So I can see him now. It's still too far away. It's not about that. All right. Well, Mal's gonna do some support here. He's gonna run across the roof to here and pull out his where is it?
You can feel the heat from those flames licking at the backside of you there.
Well, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna pull out the bucket of water that he's got, or holy water he's got, and unfortunately it will be a waste of holy water, but shape water and try and get it into the flames.
Okay,
Try and douse them out.
I guess so. It's moving around like a slime or something, trying to put out the fire because it's not going to cover that 20
No, yeah,
by
I mean,
20.
No. I mean,
Okay.
the idea is kind of moving from, it'll go over one spot and try and douse it, and then he's going to try and get some more water next run, or unless
Okay.
get a.
It's going to take you, with what you've got now, about 3 rounds to put it out.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope. That'll be it.
Thorin.
Thanks.
All right, Thorin's gonna run down there, whip his bow out 2 more times, and he's gonna use a fighting spirit and take 2 attacks on the ogre.
Go for it. That'll hit. That won't.
All right, well then just 6 damage on that.
Doesn't do 8.
No, that's for dueling. I gotta take it off. That's only if I have a sword.
You got it. One arrow slams into the ogre's shoulder. He looks hurt. I wouldn't call him bloody, but he's definitely taking some damage.
And then he's gonna put his bow back away just in case he wants to be able to react very fast if he runs up on him. So that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Gary.
He's gonna shoot over here in the vicinity of Rakir and take the dodge action.
Wisp will move over to the ogre and zip zap him and take the help action.
Okay.
Yeah, and then move back because he remembers Odin. He remembers Odin.
Run away.
Yeah, don't be anywhere near anything. All enemies
that guy.
explode.
Okay, at this point, you can see the giant dragons in the sky. The sky is lighting enough, and you can actually catch glimpses of them. There's one. I don't know. I hate to use the terms what they are because you don't know the sizes and all, but let's just use it if you know the size. So there are two ancient dragons battling it out over the top of the city. One's green and the other one is bronze. The bronze one is throwing lightning bolts, and the green one spits some sort of poisonous gas or something in the air as the other one at the other one. And they're battling it out in the sky over the top of the city. Every once in a while, one of them will actually fall to the ground and crash out some building or something, and then beat its way back up into the sky again. And they're doing a pretty good job of destroying the town without really putting any effort into it.
And from general lore, we do know that basically the metallic ones are good and the chromatic ones are evil, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty general, I would say.
Okay. This isn't just basically... So there is actually someone on our side here that's causing collateral damage.
Yes, the collateral damage is pretty bad at this point, like the entire city. All right, and are we at Orden's turn? Yeah, we are.
God, moving quick. Not that I'm complaining. The only enemy I see is that lone remaining ogre and the one that's running off, right?
Correct. Who's going to get some advantage from cover from those trees?
Well, he would if I weren't casting
magic
another
missling.
magic missile.
Man.
10. He's well within range where I'm at, but I'm going to move up 15 to there just to kind of stay. 20 actually. So I'm not quite on top of Rakir. And then he'll point his staff at him and spend another charge to magic missile away. I am learning my lesson about saving spell slots after that last thing. 8 points of damages.
8 points doesn't quite drop them.
Yeah, I figured. Nothing for a bonus, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, Nasir steps out to assess the situation, sees the ogre over there, and we'll start firing.
That'll hit.
So 20 damage necrotic.
Nice.
Then he'll pull back under cover. He loses his help action, and at the end of his turn, the minion will continue to delve into the house trying to retrieve the caretakers. He's done.
All right. So the minion at this round has reached the people and has scooped them up. They're screaming because they think they're under attack from the undead.
Yeah,
And
they're poisoned.
yeah,
Oh well.
and it's dragging them out of the house through the back wall. It's going straight out the back. Because the back of the house is actually collapsed out. The wall's missing. All right, and Rick here.
Like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's try to take care of this ogre before he escapes. So. I'll toss another one at him. Does the 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Right, and then, so that's 7 damage plus another. Let me check if that's melee only, actually.
Okay, well the ogre is being slowly dragged to the ground from, strike after strike on this thing. He's screaming in pain and agony now. Looks like he's about to go, either going to run or go berserk. Can't really tell, but he's losing his shit.
Yep, and then another 1d6. It's another 4 damage.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're a big.
And yeah, that's it.
Oh, if I can take this guy off the board finally.
You can make 2 attacks, can't you?
Oh yeah, I can. I could be
Yeah,
doing that
kill
this
that
entire
fucker.
time.
It depends on how, if you want to be strict with the object interactions or not.
That's fine. I'm not going to
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay, then yeah.
Whip one out and throw it.
Wait a second, hold on.
If you weren't naked in the middle of a field next to a big wall of fire, I might have something to say against it.
Actually, I don't think I can anyways. I think I'm out of javelins.
Oh.
I only had that many.
Okay, yeah, you're not
Oh,
carrying
damn.
a quiver of them like
Never
Odo.
thought about that.
Throw
So a
throw a
javelin,
stick.
every time you draw one, that's an item interaction. I guess it is technically. It rolls as written.
Yep, that's why we need to. That's why the thrown weapon fighting style actually gives you the ability to just sort of ignore that, so you can actually get your extra attack with it. Otherwise, yeah, it sucks.
Okay,
Never
Mr.
thought of it.
Ogre beats feet and dives into the river. And is trying to swim away. Let's see what he does.
Clarify, James, you're one that gives the XP for winning the encounter, not for each individual critter. right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, the other ogre turns around and starts running. It's going to get to about there. I think. Let me see how fast the bugger can go. Oh, damn, they got to go. I guess because they're so big.
Long
Yeah,
leg.
yeah. Cannot run a longbow though.
20 more. There. And he's barreling out of here. Mal. Continue putting out the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, he's gonna. Well, yeah, I guess if he dashed to the other side, could he? Oh no, that's 40 feet down. Never mind. Yep. Continue putting out the fire.
Okay.
And keeping an eye open for anything coming around.
How many squares is gargantuan? Does anybody know?
4x4.
Gargantuan?
Yep. Guardian is 4x4. Huge is 3x3. Large is 2x2.
Oh, right.
Interesting. I would have thought it'd be bigger. Okay. Thorin.
I don't like that you just asked that, though, James. Not cool, man.
And it's a very Timmy sounding night here tonight. And then the giant dragon eats you all. Like, damn, who pissed off James?
No, I was literally just thinking, wow, this went better than I thought it would. Oh, gargantuan?
So, well, we were chatting about it earlier. Nasir and I were asking, he was asking, saying it was giant. I said gargantuan. Which I think it's the same thing nowadays. All right, Thor, what do you want to try to do? You want to pop him with your longbow as he's running off?
Yeah, I'm debating whether to use a fighting spirit or not.
Do you have to make that decision before your first attack?
Yeah, I gotta make it. Yeah, I believe so. I mean, no, if I make my first attack, I can make it, and then my second attack would be an advantage. But
Do you get him back on a short?
no, it's a long rest. I thought it was short, but it's a long. Yeah, I get 3 per long rest.
That's rough.
All right, he's not gonna use it, and it's take 2 shots. So 14 damage.
Yeah, ogres don't have very good armor, so.
Yeah.
Do it. The first one, hits him. He starts stumbling forward. The second one pops him in the back of the head and drops him to the ground, limp.
Thorn just screeches out, "Yes, in my skivvies!" And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Does anybody? Let's see. I guess a couple people could try to get a shot at that other one running away.
Look,
So
but-
we might as well go the round. We'll just say you kill it. I'm not gonna worry
Yeah.
about it.
My wisp can catch up to it. I can make my wisp attack it.
Yeah,
It can't get away.
It's got 4 hit points too. It's not gonna go. All right. So the ogre dies out in the water. We'll say Nasir kills it with his wisp. Or
But-
Orden, so Orden have to waste another spell on it.
But- just so can my wisp needs this? Can my wisp actually get this on
suck
the
'em.
get this on
Yeah.
the ogre then?
Feed.
It does require a DC con save before it bleeds out. But can you
The
make like
creature does.
yeah? Can you I guess make like 3 of them? If he fails one, then he gets it.
Made. Missed. And gone.
Yep.
We need to get him a straw.
And the ogre floats on down the river. Actually, probably gets caught up in the water wheel. That's icky.
And you see her runs over to the building in a panic. It like looks inside. What the hell is going on?
And at this point, Mal's got the fire off on that building's out.
Let me up some water.
So I assume my minion is sort of dragging these guys around the side and bringing them back to me, correct?
If that's what you wanted to do, yes. Otherwise, you can just leave him out there outside.
You're out of initiative order now, right?
Yes, since he's dead.
Recure will come barreling into the building looking for people.
Okay.
Just as the wisp comes around the other side, carrying them.
Yeah. Or is the undead
Oh,
guy?
yeah, the undead.
So as you go, your building, the other building that's on fire still is where the only one that was people in. As you get in there, you can see that someone did a Kool-Aid action all the way through it, ran through all the walls, digging through it.
I'm
Once he
still gonna
knows-
attempt to look for people, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no one else in the building. It was just the 2 old people.
Once he
Alright.
knows that the people in the building are safe, Orden's going to go back in and start donning his armor.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thorn's gonna follow suit in that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, same thing, I guess. Better get armed. I'll obviously tell the undead to drop them and move away so they stop being poisoned and probably panicked as hell.
Okay, so they get dropped off out here a bit in the street. Mal eventually gets the fire out with his little bit of water that he has, since no one else had any more to give him.
Thorn probably had an extra little water pouch.
That's all he got.
There's
Yeah.
a well around back.
Nasir Nasir's donning armor will command the undead to basically sort of fill up the water skin from there and throw it up to Mal and just sort of basically keep doing that as Mal trades it back to him. So Mal has a
Okay.
supply of water.
And after a few minutes, you get it put out while everybody else is inside getting dressed quickly.
As we're getting dressed, what's going on outside, Thorn?
Well, Thorn's probably inside getting dressed too. He's got his
Oh
giant
yeah, I'm standing next to him, I'm assuming.
10 minutes putting his plate on.
Other than dragons fighting and fucking ogres roaming.
I don't, well, yes. Do you know anything about the 2 dragons fighting?
No.
Yes. He looks over at Thorin.
Thorn, see, what were the colors again? Green and bronze, right?
Yes.
Well, I can say trusting a bronze dragon is easier over a green. I'd consider both our enemies right now.
I assume the bronze is only destroying the things because it's just fighting. I've
This could be.
very quick. Two guesses. 1. The ancients were incorrect. The cycle was not broken, and now the dragon plague is back on this part of the continent. 2. Tiamat has basically decided that she's going to take some proactive action, and the good dragons are attempting to stop her. Although I do not know why the hell the ogre were here. That makes no sense.
If only one of them was left alive, we might have been able to ask them.
I doubt that. Those are stupid creatures.
Goblins would have been better, but they're well dead. But I think I want to go west now. Who's coming with me?
Do you want to check out the explosion?
Nasir looks super serious at this point. Yes.
Yeah, Thorin was concerned about Zickle the moment he saw it happen too.
So, Rakir, are you still big? Are you staying big?
Well, I can only be big for a minute, so it's
just definitely
if
gone
we've
away.
donned armor, it's definitely wearing off by now.
Yeah, couldn't get your armor on without it.
All right, before what would be our key points in trying to figure? Like, obviously, we need to see if we can figure out Zickle. She's a big part with the making the cannons. But other than that, with Copperfield and all of our other Copperlocks, just start trying to figure allies.
Right now, rescue people. Rescue people first. Find out what is going on later.
Let's see here. I'm going to use Second Wind to regain some hit points.
Sorry, I just want to get you all a copy so I can switch his maps. All right, we're heading west.
That's when Susan wants to go to Zickle's shop. Is anyone else basically have a better plan?
Nope, we just have to
check it out.
drop the book at Saltmarsh before we go, but that's, other than that, Orden's open for whatever.
I think the book's gonna have to wait, maybe, considering the
Well,
emergency.
He didn't actually say anything about the book.
He just doesn't want them to have it, type of thing?
Exactly.
Okay. In that case, I'll settle it into my bag of holding.
Or in that case, Thorin's gonna start booking it towards Zickle's.
What is it? Sorry?
Zickle Zackle, the alchemist that you guys work with.
Right.
Yeah, she's west. That humongous. We're assuming that's where the humongous explosion was. I mean, off its basis.
Got it.
I mean, she has black powder. We know what black powder does when it gets fire on it. So, 1 + 1.
Yep.
As we're running now, I'd say, Orden, how much do you trust Copperlocks and the dwarves?
Copperlocks implicitly. The dwarves not far behind. They've been nothing but good to me so far. And
We need someone to help us. I don't think we're going to be able to.
Are you talking about the thing that? Yes, Chewie. You say cannons, and he's like looks around like hurriedly. I may have a solution to that. Wait until we're not so panicked, and I will tell you guys. But I think I have an idea. I picked something up at 4th level that in any other circumstance would be something I wouldn't pick up. But in this one, since you asked, we'll talk about it eventually.
Will you put that in the ring for me?
Fabricate.
Oh, fabricate?
As long as we have the raw materials, it takes me 10 minutes and I can make anything large size or smaller as long as we have raw materials at hand.
Oh, that's her shop, isn't it?
Somewhere in this massive crater, there is a crater as you come rushing down and to get around the edge of the building that stretches hundreds of feet across. How big is this damn thing? Yeah, well, over 100 feet across is actually even bigger than that. So it's because that's the crater itself. We have 200 some odd feet for the crater, and then inside the crater is a big old hole that goes down in the earth. So the crater itself.
Never mind.
Across. Go ahead. Sorry.
Nope, I just couldn't find it, so I was going to have you shift long click, but I see it now.
All right. Nasir's kind of his face falls when he sees that. He was hoping to maybe be able to find something to raise her from the dead, reincarnate her or something, but that doesn't look like it's going to be possible.
There are bodies everywhere. Some of them are in the trees, on rooftops, pieces of them around. The whole far left side of the entire city hall is gone. Just blasted away.
All right, then.
Gary shoots forward and Orden runs as far as his little feet fast as they'll take him, and he'll say, "Stranger things have happened. She could be clinging to life," and he'll start running towards the hole too.
Thorn's gonna start yelling out names.
So when you get to the top of the little embankment which is about 20 feet up, you can see down into the crater, and you can see that nothing lived. You can actually, it goes down about a good 50 feet into the earth.
Maybe she wasn't home.
Alright.
That.
It says, "I will send the wisp to find her body. If we can find the body, we can bring her back. But the living, if she is dead for now. The living her, we should focus on them. Let us go."
Gordon nods, but he's got a grim expression on his face.
I'll be looking around at these buildings and sort of trying to get the doors open on them.
Well, that's the city hall that you're at there. That one, you could try to, it's locked up for the night, because it was the middle of the night, or early morning.
Yeah, probably want to check like residences instead of like places of business.
Across the street to the south is places of business and stuff.
James, there are so many holes in roofs that Gary's going to start going and looking down and looking and listening. He's got advantage on perception to see if he can hear any signs of life within. Starting
You're
with
not,
the one
yeah, you
south.
can look. You can go in for a while. Mostly, it doesn't look real encouraging as you're going into these buildings. It looks like the shockwave this close destroyed a lot of these people.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just as a general thing, Willie's going to be commanded to generally just do like a spiral pattern around the crater, checking up all the bodies and trying to basically find anyone the party cares about, anybody that they know, and if so, he'll come back and report that later. So he'll be out of commission for a while he does the search.
Okay.
We'll say same with Gary. He's flying around trying to see signs of life. If he hears or sees any signs of life, he would immediately inform Orden.
Let's see who sees first. 1d2. One is.
Actually, if you tell Gary to get the wisp, then the wisp can talk to Nasir from any distance, so we can move on, and we'll still be able to get information from here.
So Gary, off to the southeast, past all these buildings that are on fire, where the fire actually, there really isn't much fire down that way, there's a group of people. It looks like maybe about 10 citizens surrounded by 3 guards, and they're all trying to hurrying ass down the road. But you can also spot near them as there's something flying in towards them and a couple other creatures rushing along the ground towards them as well.
Orden would call out to the party. Innocents to the south are in danger.
All right.
Going to rush that way.
Go.
He'd start chucking along with his little gnome feet.
Switch maps again.
Hold on. Let me pull Gary back.
Yeah.
Or
I guess.
Don't worry about it. He'd be down there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess since it's so soon, I'll probably basically pull the wisp in. The wisp will go back to his thing later.
Jesus.
This was unexpected to say the least.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You lure us in with the parties and the festivities, James, and you just rip it
Right.
away.
Yeah. Trying to make something we love, then kill it.
Hey, you get to go to the park.
You
No,
never get to go to the
We
party.
didn't get to enjoy anything.
But I've got a party for these other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a bad place to drop paste. Pasted you off the screen. The hell with it. Let's just delete it and do it again. There we go. So this is down diagonal to the southeast of where you are.
Where did Gary say the people were?
Down here, past
By
the
the-
Hunters Guild. That's the Bounty Hunters Guild. You guys have been there a few times. This
gonna
road here heads
Slide
south,
him down there.
and you can just see the edge of Anders' place. I think that's his name. It's been so long since we've had him around.
Before they could get there, Gary would do what he could. If he sees them coming in, he'd go down and start squawking at the people that are running, trying to draw their attention in the direction.
They don't
of
seem
the
to know
threat.
because they're running towards the things. The things are over here behind these trees. In fact, I'll put them on the map now that you all are here.
In that case, he would try to fly in front of them and squawk and turn them back. If he could get there before they got there, that is.
One of them, what you can see is there's a half boar, half human looking creature riding a giant bat, and running along the ground in front of him are two half human, half rats, and for God's sakes, looks like a werewolf running in front of them all, and they're all charging towards those people.
Did you say the boar was riding a bat?
Yeah, but it's a half human.
Yeah, half human boar riding. Good Lord.
Orden, between puffs of breath, would be, it appears to be where?
To the south.
Gary says, a boar riding a bat? I don't fucking know.
Where? Where what?
The direction we're running.
All right.
No, I was just playing who's on first.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
It looks like they're
I
where?
figured.
They look like they're wares. Where what?
got it.
I'm not going to
I missed that one.
use object. We'll start. Let's get the initiative thing up. Let me clear it first.
So Gary's over here now, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if he
Jesus.
was a.
They were way
Where
off.
now? Where are the innocents?
in the middle of those three guards.
Oh,
down
I
there.
see. I see. I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah, my non-combatants in this game are always going to be little people icons rather than tokens.
Make
Yep,
me
that
spend,
makes sense.
make me spend my other spell slot on this fight, aren't you?
That's up to you.
Orden would say they're much closer than we are. We need to hurry.
Orden, your steed.
It's not prepared, and it takes a minute to cast, even if it was.
Oh.
Just realized, yeah. But I think I do have a scroll of, or maybe I used it.
And we need Orden on the board and Rakir for initiative.
Oh shit! Sorry.
And if anybody wants to take a quick potty break, bathroom break, go for it. Especially if you're lower in the initiative.
I typically keep a scroll of expeditious retreat, but I used it one of the last adventures. We haven't had time to make new ones. Yeah, they're usually not too good with initiative.
There he is.
Rolling well tonight.
Mal's not. He's trying to roll as low as he can. At least this time he got a 14.
You know.
It's like
14.
Like a 7 last time or something.
All the way down. No, actually it was a 13 last time, but everyone else is much better.
I think we all need to be actually on squares. I think a lot of people are sort of half on, half off.
Yeah, because I just pasted you onto the map.
Gotcha. Can I? Do I have the room to move in a little bit? Because I feel
Please.
like I'm kind of
Yeah,
off.
go ahead and move yourself in some sort of order.
Awesome.
I mean, you're so far away, it doesn't matter.
Just
Right.
don't put yourself next to my my ghoul, or else you're gonna be poisoned.
He's stanky.
Stanky.
Mal steps toward him, steps away.
Yeah, I don't like that smell.
What do you mean? He's great. Oh God.
Actually, let's just take a quick 5-minute break. This dog's driving me crazy. Let's take a 5-6 minute break, and then we'll wrap it up here. We're going to go up until for another hour, I guess, after that.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right, we're in there.
Nice.
Great. See you in a couple minutes.
Great.
I thought he was about to say we were close to ending. That's pretty cool. We got another hour.
Back.
Hey there.
I'm here.
I'm back.
Yeah, I was gonna put in a funny picture of the, looking for a picture of a knight in his underwear with a sword, and I probably should have had safe search on first. Like, it's easy to see that. Matt, you here? No.
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. Well, you're kicking off the round. You're at the top of the initiative.
Oop, sorry about that. Nice
let's-
pick, by the way. It's awesome.
Yeah, nice. It was even nicer when I first went out. Then I had to run back all the way up the stairs to go get my camera.
So we are going to dash with his boots. He's got 30, so 60 will put him there. One, two, three, yep. And then
You keep having these long range fights. Yeah. Initiatives
And then,
begin, and you're 400 feet away.
damn it. And then he's going to use his free daily Misty Step to bonus action go 30 more.
Okay.
I feel like that's what he would do, as much as I don't like to burn it for that. Wait, James said, from where I was, actually, right next to him. Hope I get to move 5 feet further. I was gonna say I'll run straight south, but I think he'll stay on the southeast track. It's fine.
Okay.
One more.
Let me double check his speed from after I just did all that.
So are the guards and everything actually on the turn order?
They should be. Thank you for asking. Oh, it didn't do it. I got the creatures though. Oh, they're probably not assigned to. Nope,
Not.
they are. They are. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work. Let's just try it again. And there they are. Oh, there you are. You had a 22.4? 22 and 14? Oh, I missed you somehow. I guess you were after I sorted. You go ahead, Ricky. Nasir, you're next, actually.
No, I already went.
Oh, okay. That's why. The were-rat went. He's there. Next. And now it's Thorin. Is he back?
Yeah, Thor. He's gonna dash 60 feet. Sorry.
Sorry, I just want to make sure. It's like, oh.
That's 6. Thank you very much.
It's gonna take like 4 to 5 rounds just to get to the fight.
Yeah, Thor's just gonna run there and that's it. He's gonna have his bow out for now, though. Just to clarify that out.
That said, if the guards are smart and corral everyone back the other way, we should be able to get there before they reach. No, not before they reach them, but just as.
I mean,
Maybe not.
Guards haven't seen him yet.
I mean,
This guy there.
Yeah, the guy just busted out of nowhere. So yeah, they see that.
Yeah, that's about it. Anything else, Thornton?
Oh, that's it. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, just dash and then that's it.
Which two guards? Okay, it's these two guards. They both get to go.
Into the,
So the guards start shouting and they're pushing people and they're trying to get them. The two of them. We'll leave the third one out of it for now. Trying to get everybody to go a different direction. Run back into the guild house. So they're gonna move 3 towards the guild house this round with everybody. And then it's Rakir's turn. Just so I'm not waiting on empty space. You're here, right, Meta?
Yes.
Okay, your
I
turn.
didn't see that it didn't show up that the
Oh.
guards were over, so it's just kind of. Let's see. I'm just going to dash down here. That'll be it.
Mal. Double dash.
Double dare dash.
Double dare dash. 2, right? Oh, wrong.
So you're doing it at. What is your move these days? Good lord.
25.
Okay.
So you
But
go
then you,
total
but then you get the
75.
bonus. Right.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
That's all he's. Oh, sorry.
So Gary's up on top of the roof. You see the other ones flying in or rushing in. It looks like they're trying to either surround or cut them off as far as you can tell.
Let me map it out again, but I believe Gary can just get there if he dashes to where that first guy is. No, not quite.
All these arrows flying around. What else are you
Yep,
gonna
I
do when
guess he
everything's
can.
football field away?
Gary is gonna dash and end up 10 feet in front of that guy, and 5, 10 feet, he'll end up there, or maybe it was there actually, because that's 5 closer. And just start hissing and squawking and staying at a point that he could reach him if he wanted to go for him.
See if this whole thing here still works. Token image. Nope, that didn't work. I'll have to fix that macro. All right. I was trying to picture just a were-rat, but it looks like the were-rat looks like a human, but it's got giant clawy hands and definitely got with fur all over itself, and it has a rat head to it. If anybody's ever dealt with were-rats before. And it's sort of using its hands and feet while it's running, sort of running along the ground. The last guard there runs to cut off in between. We got our owl hiss again, and it runs out there and pulls his pike out, and he's holding it out in front of him, trying to get ready for this charging animal. And the whisk goes.
All right.
That is the latest I've ever seen the whisk go.
You rolled a 1.
Yep, that's how. Okay.
All right, and the bat.
Okay. How fast does the bat go? All right, so the bat flies over the top of the trees carrying the boar man on its back. This guy must haul ass. How fast does a werewolf go? No, not as fast as I would hope. Oh, and crash the browser. All right, and the Borwin, whoever's turns next, go ahead and talk about it while I'm reloading. God knows how long it'll take. Who is next in the turn initiative?
The wereboar.
Oh, the wereboars? All right, the
Yeah.
wereboar jumps off the edge of the bat as it flies up there, lands on the ground, and yells out to the people, "Throw down your weapons and be searched. No harm will come to you."
Oh.
We know what these things are. Aside from half creature, half.
Make a nature check. That wouldn't even be that high, because these aren't that rare. Yeah, they're definitely were animals.
Okay.
And well, not all of you, but some of you have fought the were-rats before.
Oh, that's right.
4, and top of the round. Oop, I missed you. I hit it too many times. Sorry, Orden. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Because that wereboar all the way up there, motherfucking shit.
Yep, he was mounted.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. I fucking hate it that we can't get up there.
Wish Magok were here. He could just throw you.
Okay. Fuck me.
You can get to there, right? Right? If Rakir can get to here, then you can get basically like right next to him and just like relay race it.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
crash
just
the
thinking how
building.
I can do it. Rakir's the closest hitter to me. Orden's gonna look back as he's running and motion towards Rakir and just go, "Get up here, boy! Get up here, lad!" And hold a casting of haste for immediately when Rakir gets within 30 feet of Orden.
Oh, haste isn't touch?
No, it's within 30 feet.
Oh, even better.
But he's 35 feet away, of course, and I don't want to waste 10 feet of movement stepping back and forward. So I am going to keep moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And the whole time he's like waving back for Nasir, or for Rakir, and you can see him starting to cast something as he's looking at you, Rakir.
All right.
It looks like it's Nasir's turn.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't.
That's right.
deal
I
with
did it
the-
earlier. You couldn't. That one got a little close. Sorry.
Godzilla.
Yeah, I just found the volume control. Got a little loud.
He's coming from the lake.
Gogeta!
Gogeta.
Let's turn that back down to about 60% of 100. Oh, are you... Nasir, are you done and I'm just standing here staring at nothing?
Yep, I'm done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where is that guy?
Nobody's coming for Gary, huh? I had to try. He's a little offended. Do you not recognize the destroyer of worlds?
They did not. So this one runs up as well. Let's see what this guard's going to do, because he was braced versus that guy. He actually is going to attack or surrender. No, he's going to try to stab him once. Missed. Thorin.
All right, Thorns, keep on booking it.
So you hear the guards sound like they're parlaying with the were animals. You're mumbling, talking back and forth or something or other. You can hear the werebore, who's really loud, yelling over the top of them. Calm down, lads. There's been enough killing today.
The werebore saying
Yeah,
that?
exactly. You put down your weapons, let us search you, and you can go on your way. Try another little bit with the sticking thing, and I'll kill you all. He doesn't attack. That looks like the guards are standing down. Rick here.
All right. Do I have? Oh yeah, I gotta run right up to him. All right, and I'm just dashing up to Orden right now.
And as you get within 30 feet, you feel that procs during his turn, right, James? So he still
think
can
so.
use the benefit of the double move. So I
Yeah,
think
because you got him when he was 30 feet away.
since you dashed, I want to say you've got another 60 feet right now, because it doubles your movement speed.
Yep, and you have an additional action you can use to dash again.
Oh, that's right.
It's true. Let's see here.
So you got another 90 feet then, right?
Mhm.
Oh no, wait.
Does it double just the base?
The dash
30 gets doubled?
adds 30, so he already added 30. So with the haste, he'd get another 30. If he wanted to use his action to dash, he'd get another 30, right?
Yeah, so he could go 60 more and do nothing else.
Actually, 120 more if you want to use that additional action.
Well, I think this came up before. Dash
Yeah, we
doesn't
did.
give you your base movement and your 30. It gives you an additional 30 if you dash.
Well, it gives it his base target speed is doubled, so his speed is now 60. So if he dashes, that gives him 60 feet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
His-
yeah,
his-
okay. Yep,
His dash
yep,
is going to be doubled as well because it is. Okay.
Yeah.
yep, you're right.
Okay. Well, what do
So
you
another
want to do?
120 feet.
Yes, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to try to make some sort of distraction. You know I'm trying to make myself look like some sort of large, enraged golem, because I've got the dread helm, which makes my eyes look red, and I'll become big, and I'm gonna try to kind of, let's see here, where's my marker? Just to kind of pull a distraction, I'm gonna, there we go. Let's see, I have 120 feet, right?
Yep.
So I'm just going to come around this corner and just run, sort of just try to crash through the thin part right here.
Actually, you don't even need to. That's more of a porch. It's
Oh,
covered
okay.
over. She could run up over the top of the steps and out.
Yeah,
the
I'm
other
just
way.
going to kind of run through the porch to. Let's see here.
This probably goes without saying, but clearly, like, pointing your angst at the wearer, not the townsfolk, right?
Yes.
So they're not gonna like come run screaming from you.
Well, I mean, here's my thought process behind it, right? Is if they think that I'm sort of just a neutral, angry creature, the townsfolk can get away from these were creatures, and that will be
Not a bad point.
that'll kind of be the goal here. So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come barreling through James and just go. "Whoa!" And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
As you bellow past that way, you see someone coming out of the building who looks very surprised to see you. A human, well armored. Looks like he just was throwing his armor half on as he was dashing out, like he wasn't dressed yet either. There. You get him in the right order. All right.
All right. Old
Now.
double dash. Pop out in front.
These are very serious sprinters.
Yeah. As he's going, he's gonna pull out both swords,
All right,
and he hollers out, "Everyone have magic, weapons, or magic?"
Did you run by everybody?
Yeah. That's
Anything
what he
else?
hollers out. And that'll be it. EOT.
So Gary, they sort of just flew by you. The giant bat's next to you, but the wereboar leapt off of it and just sort of landed on the ground.
Gary's making a beeline for that werebore. Fuck that dude. 35 feet to get to him. He's gonna come right up on his back and like claw at his head and flap his wings around his face and screech and everything else, and then fly in the direction of Rakir. It's 35 to him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet that way. He'll provide the help action on the werebore is what he's doing and trying to get his attention. And that'll be it.
Hey, the wereboar sort of swats away at you as it's trying to throwing its arms at you. All right, get out of here! And let me throw the little icon on him. He backs up by some of the people, and the lady there carrying a child, and the wisp.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Oh boy.
Something else just blew up elsewhere.
Ugh.
This is done.
Saltmarsh, it's gonna be a fucking heat. We're fucking town, man.
Mal's teeth are just gritted and grinding right now as he's running. I hope the boat's okay.
Oh shit, didn't think about that.
Is that it for you? That's it?
They probably wouldn't target the harbor because there's not many people there, but I could be wrong. It's hard to know what their motivation is.
The bat goes after the owl.
Bring it.
Does a
It's
flyby.
Action economy, that's totally... I figured somebody was going to kill him, but...
Oh, I rolled a double 1.
Oh, nice.
The bat misses, tumbles across the ground, and is prone at the moment.
If there is a way that Gary could spit on that bat, that is
He
what
could shit on him.
doing.
I've
There he
never
is.
seen an owl regurgitate something on him.
I love it.
Bolus.
That's amazing. Love it. I think that's the only time Gary's been like attacked and not killed outright.
Yeah.
I love it. That's the whole reason I pulled him up there, though. I figure if they're attacking Gary, that's one less movement or one less attack on an innocent. Gary can be resummoned.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go here. 6. The guy behind you runs up behind you, Rick, here. Because he's pulling out an axe and a sword in one in each hand. I got your back! Let's get him! He finally gets up here. Oh, I've been forgetting about him. Well, he's definitely way up here by now.
So,
these turns are getting skipped.
are like the people like running into the Hunters Guild to be safe, or?
Though they've all stopped at this point, and the werewolf and one rat are going through their bags at this point, ripping their bags away from them. Rakir, you hear one of them, you hear the werewolf grumbling, "There's no orb in this one. Look at the next." And we're next, and Orden.
All right. 10, 15, 30. There's movement. I still can't see shit. That would make me able to see shit. We are going to bonus action Misty Step. Into the corner there.
How many of those do you get to do a day?
I gotta burn a slot, except for the free one, but so I'll have to burn a slot for that one, but as many slots as I have. I only get the one free one.
Oh well, I thought maybe you had some cool cloak that I forgot.
Yeah. now you're down to cantrips for the round, right?
Yep. So at least this is a porch, so he should have sight, and
yes.
We are gonna tee off on that wereboar, and he's gonna scream, as his usual tiny self, "Pick on somebody your own damn size, ugly motherfucker! Feel the power of Clagadin!" And he's gonna firebolt the wereboar with advantage, but didn't need it. And on that, we'll go ahead and burn his power surge, which I believe it's only 3 additional points, but let me see. Extra damage equals half your wizard level. It doesn't say rounded up or down.
That means it's down.
Okay, so 3 additional points to that. So 15 points of fire to that boar.
Yeah, you can get to just the top of his head, we'll say. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a hill in front of you there. This is a hill with a gallows on top of it, but it's not a very big hill, so we'll just say the top of his head is visible.
I can pick a different target if you want to.
If you wouldn't mind, that would make better sense.
Sure, that's fine.
You want the wolf?
Then, yep, because that's the only one that I guarantee I can probably see.
Oh, that were-rat right there. There you go.
Yep.
Oh, building.
Do you want me to roll again?
No, not at all. It's right there.
Because I can call that damage after. Is the 12 points enough to kill him?
Oh, I doubt that.
Okay, I figured, but if I don't have to burn it, I wouldn't.
If you want to kill the guard, you might be able to do that with 12 points. But...
No.
What is this hit points? There it is.
For the rat. So 15 points of fire to the rat, unless by some miracle 12 would kill it.
So the blast goes across there. He screams this weird little screechy noise. The whole area, everybody there, including all the peasants, all turn around and look in your direction. And one of them, the wolf goes, "It's a gnome! You said the gnome, right?"
That's why the Drake came for him. That makes sense. So yeah, he'll scream out, "Pick on somebody your own fucking size, you ugly son of a bitch!" I already moved. Action, bonus action, that'll do it.
Okay.
Done.
What'd you do? Moved.
I just
Got
moved.
closer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. He squeals and runs back. Oh, it hurts! It hurts! The wizard burnt me! Oop, and everything's spinning here. Let's see if I... Oh, and reload the map. Go, all right. Can someone tell me who's after the rat? The rat runs behind the hill.
Thorin.
Thorin, you go ahead and go then. Well, I'm reloading the map. It's a new thing it's been doing. I've never had to do that before. It just reloads the map up all on its own. There we go. Thorin, what are you doing way back there?
I'm still running. I went straight. This is a quick question. Would he be able to see any of these people over this porch right here?
Yeah, because that's a back porch. That's not a problem. The bat and the werebore, not the rat or any of those people there, no.
All right. Well, this turn, Thorn is going to use a fighting spirit, and he's just going to take 2 pop shots at the werebore.
Cool. Well, you got advantage, too. So that'll cancel out the problem with the distance.
Did you already use your movement?
I moved 30 so far, just so I can
Got it.
Yeah, get closer a little bit.
I didn't even know you'd moved.
I'd be pretty plain on that. I've been looking in the same spot for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, that'll hit.
Is a 14 hit?
Let me bring him up real quick, sorry. Yes.
Well, then he takes 10 damage.
10 plus 6, so 16 total.
Just plain 10. I keep forgetting the 12th dueling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I switched
I'll
between
go
the
again.
2 points, yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, hey, both arrows arc high over the top of the house, come back down and plow into this guy. He shouts in surprise more than pain, and his head whipping around trying to figure out where the arrows are coming from, and sees you on the other hill over there.
Is
Thorn's
that the
gonna
bat or
wave.
the boar?
That was
That was the boar.
That was the boar.
He'd lose his, unfortunately, disadvantage help.
Yep, but he got to use it though. No, he didn't really need it, did he? That's the way he rolled.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had help on him. Well, Thorn just ends his turn there. He's just waving off at the distance at the boar.
Wave at him, huh?
That said, you got within line of sight quicker than most of us did. The only reason Orden got there is because he was using spells.
The guard
it's just
pushes
that
his way
slow.
through the people and drops his weapon down, trying to hold him back. Looks like he's not. They're changing their mind now and surrendering, since they have backup now, but they don't want to attack because they don't have any way to hurt these things. So he's just trying to holding his pike out in front of him, threateningly at the werewolf.
What are these creatures right here?
That's a were-rat. I'll put some nameplates and make it even more confusing.
A crispy were-rat.
Yeah, nearly dead one. Deck guard's gonna hold his action in case somebody attacks, and he'll attack. Rakir, it's your turn.
All right. Going
So the
to-
guards have made a defensive line with their pikes, putting themselves between all the civilians.
Rakir will kind of say, since the Huntmaster goes, I got your back, yeah. We go, well, so much for that act, and just kind of run up and attack. First
You wanna-
attack.
Well, you didn't actually get a chance to use it anyway, so you come tarling over the top of that hill. You want to make a, what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with a P.
Performance check.
That performance. Other one, intimidation. That's not a P. Intimidation.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You can do an advantage since you got the extras. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the were-rat then. I should not have put the little titles back on.
With intimidation.
knew there was a skill check for it. I couldn't think of what it was. Oh. So yes, a lot of them. You've definitely intimidated the rats. They're all scampering to get away from you. Fortunately, he had advantage. Okay. What do you want to do now? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's see here. Well, I'll use my attacks to, even if they're intimidated, I'll kill the were-rats. Actually, I'll kill this one that's already weakened. We'll let
Okay.
the other one go for now. Let me see, where's
What are you hitting him with?
my longsword
Longsword +1. Check.
for 13 damage.
Can't even see that thing underneath you. I gotta move you to get to it. Okay. All right, you've almost killed it. The first slash rips across it. You can see that it's trying to heal from it, but the magic of your sword is holding it back, and he's scrambling, trying to get away, but he's still alive.
Alright, my second attack will go after him then.
Oh,
9.
wait. You've got an ally behind him. I think you have flanking.
Yeah, you would.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Well, then another 9 damage. And actually, I can do that d6. I almost forgot about it. For an extra 4, plus 9.
It screams as you run it through with your sword, and it dies to the ground, kicking around.
Then I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to move around this other rat with the extra dash, the extra action that I have from haste, and engage this werewolf. I'm gonna.
I think you'd have enough movement. You wouldn't have to use the action. You
Oh no, I
started
used.
here.
No, I used all of it to get over there.
Your move is doubled, right?
I believe I started.
Yeah, so you movement 16, you have an extra action you can use to dash or make one attack.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So you got some options.
Hold on. So I was up here, right next to the Huntmaster. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to move around this rat to engage the werewolf.
Got it.
So that's what I was doing. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna action surge to attack the werewolf.
Nice.
Missed the first one, but the second one looks like that's.
And so you move in with your movement, make an attack, you use your extra action to basically dash, and then action surge for another attack, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
cool.
I just did.
Nice.
And that hits him for 12 damage.
Nice.
And that'll be it.
So now you're over here, right?
Yeah. Because I think this werewolf is a much larger threat than the were-rats.
Where is he? There he is. Okay. Well, he's definitely not dead. I have to move you again to get out my people.
And here we go.
But you hurt him quite bad. It turned its back to the creatures with the pikes, and now it's facing you directly. All right, Mal's turn.
Mal triple dashed and is there.
That's what he's okay.
Yep.
And anything else?
Nope.
Pant, pant, pant.
Exactly.
So far. All right, Gary. What do you want to do, Gary? You're being attacked by the giant bat. The thing's big, too.
Is it still focused on him?
Oh, yeah. It's going to bury you to the ground.
Oh, good deal. I am going to use his action to provide the help action. So he's going to squeal in his face and flap around and do an owl version of a laugh because the thing fucking missed him. And then use his movement to... 30, that's half of it. To go there. Now, so this thing has a help action. Totally, except it starts out.
Is that the noise this damn thing makes?
Yeah.
Sounds like white noise. Guard. They're just defending, waiting until they get attacked or something, because they don't really have a way to hurt this thing. And the wisp.
All right. The wisp is going to basically fly. Basically, he's going to dash so he's enough movement to essentially fly over here, reveal himself. Reveal himself to basically, and sort of just spend the rest of his movement to sort of just fly around all the people there. He's going, flee into the hall, flee. To try and scare them to get them freaking running.
I know. Gordon's next turn is like, run, you fools!
Death comes.
Fly, you fools. And the wisp is done.
All right.
Oh, man, there's going to be some soiled britches.
So, James, these guys pointed out, I think he's got to use half his movement to get up from prone.
Yep. So it just gets back in the air and gives up on its chase of you.
Quitter.
Screeches once and flies back down a little bit to the south. And I think the help goes away after its action comes around, right?
No, it's in the first person to hit him until
really? It lasts that long?
Gary's next turn. Yeah.
What is the Huntmaster carrying?
A hand axe and a sword, a long sword.
Are either of them silver?
You can't tell. It doesn't look like it, no.
Okay.
I'll use a spear attack for this, since he's throwing an axe. Oh, that's gonna hit. And do you know what a hand axe does off the top of their head?
1d6 slash.
Yeah, Wendy's.
Thank you.
Yeah, unless damage type is important, then a one-ended spear works for the same. Actually, spear does 1d6 as well.
I wonder why these all have 2d6.
Oh, it must be. It must have a special feature because it's a gladiator.
So he throws his axe then at the. Who's still around? He's gonna throw Rat's dead. Let's put him off the board. We'll toss it at the werewolf. The werewolf looks like the scariest of group. And does 12. And moving on. And Thorin, you recognize the gladiator guy. You've worked with him before. He was the one you met who works at the hunts. I'm calling him the gladiator dude because that's his stats based. But the hunt master.
Okay. All right.
He was the one who gave you a job and stuff that you worked with there.
Is there something underneath the word D in guard? Over here? Oh.
I thought I got rid of all their nameplates. They come back on. I don't see anything. There's a dude right here, under Rick here. The werewolf is right between the two guards on the right, if that's what you're asking.
There and then
dead-
there.
The dead rat's over there, and this is a were-rat over here.
I can't see anything that you're,
Yeah.
if you're pointing. But it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, with my finger.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
now I
that's-
see it.
There you go. This- For some reason or other, when I take off their name tags, it pops right back on again. That's really weird. It must be one of the macros must be messing with it. Okay, were-rat turn. Where is it? Oh, that one we just asked about. So he goes rushing forward, right into the two pikes, ignoring them. 1, 2, 3. They both get to do attacks.
And Rick here.
Oh, and Rick here, yeah, you can make an attack too.
Great.
That'll hit.
12 slashing damage.
And that's with the +1 sword. It squeals as it runs by you, surprised it didn't realize you actually had something that could hurt it. Oh, and it reloads again. This is fun. I'll try a different browser tomorrow, next week.
The browser just totally reloaded again.
Yeah, it just reloads.
What are you using?
Today is Mozilla, and I usually don't have a problem with it, but it's being fun tonight.
Huh.
Every once in a while I'll be trying to type in one of the little hit point areas, and it just whoop, reloads.
Ouch.
That's really strange.
Maybe it's the macros.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll deal with their attacks next. Can anybody see the attack board? Who's next on there?
The after the rat is the werewolf.
Then the werebore.
We start round 3.
So Rakir ended next to the werewolf, right? Because you attacked it.
Yes, he's right on top of it.
Does everyone else see him on top of it on their screen? Because if not, then I need to reload.
I can see
Yeah.
Rakir in front of it.
Yep.
The where
He's there.
Okay.
Let me
Yep,
try some
reloading.
move to front and back stuff and see if that helps too.
It's mainly the name tags that are in the way.
Yeah, and it won't let me take them off.
If you
Oh, I-
open
I-
the token, just erase their name. That's what I did with Orden. It
Oh,
still
yeah,
keeps
that'll
it
work.
Yeah,
That's
what
assigned.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine.
Yeah, with
There
Mal
we
too.
go. Yeah, because I can just keep unchecking the box and it doesn't go away. Good call.
Yeah, it's Rob's call. I didn't know either. It's for sure good though.
No, Mal did it.
Much better.
And I'll get this. Oh, he's dead anyways. Just okay. That's so he did his tit. You hit him for what was your damage? 12. I heard. Was that right?
Yes.
Minus 12. Let's see if I can put that in without it reloading. Yay! Okay, now the two guys are going to try to hit him.
Oh, wait, so they're ignoring the threat to just go after the people?
It ignored the threat of the two of the guards with their pikes facing him, ran right through them. Missed. The other one hits easily. The guy on the right stabs at the were-rat. Which doesn't seem to hurt it at all. 4 pushes this guy out of the way. 5, 6 will get him to there. Now he's doing a full run. We'll give him 3 more. He lost some pushing those people out of the way. And as he's running up on you, Mal, as he's using his hands and feet, running along the ground, charging across. You hear me, get the note, get the note, get the note, get the note.
Mal just gives him a shit-eating looking Joker grin right now.
All right, the werewolf is facing you, Rakir, and just goes off on you, just leaps in the air, charging at you. Its teeth and claws all just flailing away like a mad beast. One with the bite, one with the claw. Okay, the bite. Oh, I think that's going to hit you.
22 does not hit me at the moment.
That's good.
Not with haste.
Not with haste, right?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, nice. And then the claw. The claw. Oh, that'll hit.
Oh,
Yay.
Damn.
Spoke too soon.
Hey, at least it wasn't the bite. That could infect you.
Yeah, there's a DC on that one.
Yeah.
All right, 9 points of slashing as its claw rakes through your armor.
and reduce it by 3 from heavy rain.
Just happens to catch a little area up by your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's the boar. All right, the boar comes charging over you. You see him lifting up his huge maul up off the ground as he's running at you. Try to do it the easy way. Try to be friendly. Boss says be nice. Fuck it. And he swings.
I believe he has advantage on me.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, why is it advantage?
Flanked.
Yep.
Oh, are we using that rule?
Yeah.
We use
Okay.
it for you guys. Oh, humanoid. If it didn't pop up. Here it comes. Oh, not going to hit you anyways. Oh, but it is going to be able to do a slam into you as it comes running forward. Its tusk. I don't think it's going to hit you there either. Sort of slides off the edge of your armor. Okay. Next. New round. Anybody have to get out of here?
Not anytime soon.
Yeah,
Mal?
I
I
can
can
go.
finish it up.
Okay.
I need some good.
Some good fighting. Blow off
Yes.
some steam.
Yes.
All right. And it's Orden's back around at the top again. Oh, wait, the people. They finally get the hell out of here. They start screaming and running at that point. The rat breaks the ranks. The wisp is yelling at them to flee for their lives, and they finally take the heat and just advice on that one. They actually pass the rat up. They get to about there. Orden.
All right. 5, 10, 15,
Uh,
20,
Of course, you'd move closer to the guy going after you.
25. Hell yeah.
He's got armor on now. He's all brave.
30 and pissed. So he's going to share the same spot with Gary, who's flying. And he'll pull the old Gimli, bring me your pretty face, at the rat in front of him. And give him a face full of fire.
Oh, there it is. I'm like, I'm waiting for it. Okay. Nice.
But that's the rat, correct? The one that's
That is
coming
indeed.
toward- Okay.
Someday we'll have a big enough map you can actually see the tokens. Or I guess small enough is really the term.
Yeah.
Nessier.
That hit, right?
Yes, it did. Did you want to do anything else?
You
You did burn him. You pretty much toasted him away. He's well-blooded. The hair's burned off of most of his face as he's screaming in pain. But you can see his eyes lock onto yours, and it's this weird, crazy look comes across the creature's face.
That's cool. Come at me and not the people.
Nessier,
All right.
you're
So
finally
he-
in range.
Yep. So he clearly heard basically what was going on, basically where the things are shouting about getting the gnome, right?
Yes.
All right, then he's going to basically go to town on this guy, make sure he does not get the gnome.
That's a hit and a hit. Oh.
19 necrotic.
First one blasts him away. And he screams to the ground. You want to target your other one? I don't care.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he does. Because he sees that Rakir's having some fun down there, and might need some help. So he's going to retarget the 23 into the werewolf.
Not a problem.
So that'll be 10 necrotic for the werewolf.
Nice. And the werewolf's bloodied.
And he's gonna shout out, "Protect the gnome! Keep him safe!" And you see you hear as the ghoul just runs past you and plants himself in front of you, Orden.
That one counts as mine. Oh God damn! Oh.
And I'm done.
You got to run around the guy now.
Who had broccoli last night?
Alright, guard. They're just going to slowly back up. They now realize that they can't even hurt that thing. 3.
So they're just disengaging then, I guess.
Yeah. Thorin. Even on them. There you are, way over there. Hey, we go.
Yeah. All right. So Thorn's gonna dash, and then when he gets right there, he's going to fighting spirit and then action charge and make 2 attacks on the wereboar.
I'm dead.
What is that?
No, that's what the were-rat's saying.
Oh.
And Thorn's gonna use his unbreakable arrows for these 2 shots. For their
So
magical.
go get them later. Okay.
Yeah, for magical purposes too.
That's true.
That's right. Okay, so he's gone.
Nicely done. Good call.
Yeah.
So 15 on the werewolf guy.
I
Werewolf.
like how we've switched positions. Although I'm not quite as fast.
Anything else you want to do?
Oh no, yeah, I forgot we had the button again. That's it.
Yeah, we got all the toys loaded up now, finally. I spent some time on it. Which is probably why it's reloading every once in a while. So, hey.
Yeah.
But it's got a cool thing here. If everybody else has a fireball again, that you can highlight a bunch of tokens and then use the apply damage macro, and it does the saves, and if it makes them, it takes all their hit points off.
That's neat.
That sounds nice.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
It
As
just
long as
keeps
it works.
That's not the reason I'm reloading, I don't know. But it seems to be working. Is if the token has the name actually attached to them. That helps.
James, is that the combination of group check and group damage, or is it,
It
an
is.
API that uses? Oh, okay.
It's a third one, actually. It's a third API that combines those 2 together.
Very cool.
And then even we'll put on little tokens like, oh, they're now all like stunned or something.
Because
I'm not going to try that last part, though, because I have all my weird tokens.
The group check damage always fucked with my system in tandem with all the other APIs on there. So
Yeah, it could be what it is.
I'll have to check it out. What that?
I'll send you the link.
Show.
Because it's not one, it's on Roll20.
That does. It's a massive time.
Yeah. Guard backing up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Okay.
No, that. Oh, okay. Because that guy is going after. That guy goes after Gary.
Which one does? One of the guys I moved?
This guy here, yeah, the one.
Oh, okay.
The last one you moved.
I thought the 2 guards went together.
Well, you moved the other one first. I think it was just prior to his turn.
Oh, there he is. I did in the wrong order. Okay, well, they're all back there now. Because the 11 was supposed to be the other one. I moved the wrong guard. Anyways, whatever.
Isn't it basically what's his face? Thorin, guard, Rakir, and then Mal and Gary.
I think
and
so.
then guard.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yep.
Okay,
I got a plan for this guard.
Okay. Rakir, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna just do 2 attacks on the werewolf.
The werewolf's trying to eat you. Oh, that hit.
Alright, that's a total of 15 plus d6.
Oh, nice.
21.
Now, because you're big, don't you get a D4 with each of those two, or
No,
is that
D6
already?
That's the d6 that I
Yep.
have been adding to it.
So you get that twice then? Each time
No,
you
you
hit?
only get it once per turn.
Oh,
Yep.
got it.
It's one of
Oh.
too awful.
Is it once per turn or once on your turn? Just so you know if you add it to your opportunity attacks.
I believe it's just once on my turn.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you use Giant's Might and then I cast Enlarge on you, you'd get the D6 and you get to add a D4, I think, to each of your attacks, and you'd be twice the size you are now.
Yeah, it'd be huge.
Potentially, yes. And then if we, maybe if we drink a potion of Enlarge and Reduce.
Oh, God.
Then you can wrestle dragons.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, anything else you want to do there? Dragon Wrestler?
No, I think that'll be it.
Okay, Mal.
Oh, did you use your extra attack? Haste?
Yeah. Oh, wait, I do have one more attack,
Okay.
don't I? Because of haste. So yeah,
Nice.
I'll toss that on there too.
You got
Don't think
flanking.
you have not really.
No,
Just
I
hitting a
don't.
were- Or are you hitting a werewolf? Which one are you hitting? I'm sorry.
I'm hitting the werewolf.
Oh, I added the wrong damage on the wrong guy. Hold on. You did 21 points of damage. Plus 21. Off back to the door. And that 21 will kill the werewolf. So you have one extra attack here. Where do you want to throw that attack at? The guy in front of you. You killed the
Yeah. The
Okay,
werewolf.
In that case, it's only a 15. And I think that still hits, though. Yep. For
Alright.
9?
9.
All right. And now it's Mal.
All right. Mal comes dashing in, runs up to the guard, hands him his silver short sword, says, "Here, welcome to the fight. I need it back when we're done. Let's get that boar." And I'll be done.
Gary.
I'm like, where the hell is Gary? Oh, yeah, he's behind Gordon. Where is an enemy? I think this is the only enemy in sight, other than the bat, right?
Yep, that's it.
And
Oh, should I have mentioned that my weapon was silvered this entire time? I completely forgot to mention that.
It's also magical, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's
Dang
plus
it.
1.
Gary's gonna fly to there and take the dodge action.
Okay, guard. 1. Come on. 1, 2,
Yeah, we're sending in guard 1.
4, 5. He attacks. It's plus 1, right?
No, it's just silvered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna
My plan worked out
use
perfectly.
his spear attack. Yeah, short sword's probably a D6 anyways, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
That'll work then.
Blink.
Clink.
Hey, they got a piece of him anyway. First guard to do diddly dick trick.
Yeah, I know. The rest of them, they
Right.
stabbed him, but it just rolled off him.
More importantly, Rakir now has a flanking buddy.
True.
Yes.
Okay. And now we're up to the wisp again.
All right, the wisp is going to move up to this guy, and going to zip zap him for the help action. And the wisp is done. Try and flank me for both of these guys.
Okay.
It makes a tantalizing target. He would be screeching at the bat too from where he is over there.
So the bat flies in. Master charges down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he can make it all the way. Two-minute spear attack. Well, I will give him advantage on that one since there's people all around this thing. Oh, that'll work.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
So he nearly decapitates it. He swings down on it. Your head's mine! And the bounty! Ha! And swings again. Hits again. For 11 more.
What do you say?
The boar is almost completely killed at this point. That were-rat is dead. Let me get him off initiative.
Thanks for being
That
nice.
werewolf is dead. And it's the boar's turn. He does a disengage and a move on to his bat. The bat then has a little... That's it for that point. He jumps up onto it. In the top of the round. Orden, take it home.
Yeah,
Moving through these guys, is that difficult terrain?
You could... No. Plus, oh yeah, new round. They're not even there.
Nice.
They've all run into the house.
30 would get him there. He's got line of sight around that hill, right?
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
straight shot down. All right.
Plus, now he's up
And-
a little bit in the air too, because he's flying off on the bat.
And he'll just point a firebolt at him.
Oh. Oh my.
Nice.
And you're hitting the bat of the boar,
The boar.
who tumbles off in a ball of flame, screaming and hissing and popping. Hey, it's Lechon. It's a pig fest. And as he falls to the ground, burning away, slowly turning back into his human form.
Dang, we can't question him if he's dead.
True enough. Orton gets excited.
Yeah, that's the first thing, but unfortunately, there's not much to deal with that. I assume we get the bat too.
The bat? Yeah, you guys can kill off the bat, or you could try to take it out,
I mean,
or just let it fly away.
we've got like a longbow here, so
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't have that many hit points. All right, and the bat eventually gets dispatched by Thorin at the top of his round with his longbow.
Nice. That was the best shot I've ever seen, Thorn.
huh.
And we'll wrap it up at that point.
Thorn
Why
bows
can't-
way off in the distance.
Why can I not click my token now? That's weird.
So if you have any questions, anything you want to do with these people, or questions you want to ask or anything like that, send it to me in between over the game thing, and we'll just deal with it between turns, between games.
If you guys want one of them to interrogate, Orton can heal him.
That would be a good idea.
So I guess are any of these basically salvageable as prisoners or no?
I mean, if you heal them, yeah, you could heal any one of these guys.
Let me see if
Maybe
I have
not the
another-
rats. It's been a little while for them, but at least the werewolf
The
or
boar.
the boar.
Okay.
The
Actually,
rats
I'm-
have been dead for turns.
I'm out of the scroll of cure wounds. All I would have is a potion. I take that back.
Careful on those, or you don't have a real source for those anymore.
Yeah.
No.
We have spare the dying though.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, so I can basically I can at least basically stabilize them a little bit. We'll figure out what we want to do with them. Even if we don't actually take them, quest them now, we can always just store them in the guild for later.
Mal's gonna slap the guard on the back and say, "Awesome! That was a great shot." All right, can I have my sword back?
He hands it to you. His head's all covered in sweat, and he's all worried. His hands are shaking as he hands it over.
Mal.
Tim.
Nice
So-
job, Tim.
Thanks. I was
Hello,
sure I was
Tim.
gonna die. We were all heading down to Anders. They're gathering people there. He's got some safe haven that he can take people to.
See,
Well, get the rest, and we'll escort you down there unless we see something else on the way.
Yeah, I lean over to Mal. Told you we shouldn't put the money there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And we'll cut it there.
As an FYI for you guys, A, because I don't ever think about it, and B, because Orden is overzealous and he's gets lost in the battle lust. He's probably, unless you yell out, keep him alive, he's never going to keep anybody alive. To him, a target is a target.
But unfortunately, you don't really have any way to keep things alive for the most part. Because pretty much everything you do is going to basically be a fatal hit. Only really the melee people can take things down non-lethally.
Right.
Can't really non-lethal fireball to the face.
But that's why I've got spare the dying. So
There we go.
Perfect.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
like
stop
it.
our